1 second. We're going to get it fixed.
Is that any better? Can you hear us now? Hello?
Can you hear me now?
Anything?
Just see your lips moving. That's all you get tonight.
Got it.
All right, right on. Got it.
Sorry about that, folks.
Sorry about that. Anyways, we're back. Sorry about that. I was screwing around with stuff earlier because I'm using... Oh, it just turned off. Never mind. Now it's turned back on. I'm using this new... Well, I've had it for a while, but I set up the Elgato Stream Deck again, and I must have pressed the button and muted the show. Anyways, we're back. It's another episode of Friday Night Shenanigans. Tonight's episode is Lipless Crankbaits and beer drinking.
So if you guys like the... Cheers to that.
Cheers, boys.
If you guys liked our episode last week about the chatterbaits, we put out a couple bladed jigs, and we ranked them from best to worst, tiers, really good, really bad. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that show. So we thought it was a lot of fun. We got to talk about some baits, maybe some baits that you guys never heard of, maybe some baits that you didn't want us to talk about, but we talked about them. And maybe we ranked your favorite chatterbait lower. Maybe we pumped up your least favorite chatterbait. But we're going to do the same thing tonight with lipless cranks. I'm actually really excited for this one because lipless cranks is something that I've personally gotten away from a lot in the last couple years. And that's kind of how I got started with fishing. When I was younger in my teenage years, me and my uncle, we would go out and we would throw rattle traps and lipless crankbaits for stripers all the time.
On Zebco 32s?
So 33s, but yes. So I kind of cut my teeth in like artificial lures with lipless cranks, and I threw them a little bit when I first got into bass fishing because it was what I knew, and then I got into everything else and kind of got away from them. So I'm looking to take away some good tips from this episode.
Yeah, so lipless crankbaits, I mean, it's one of my favorite springtime baits. So I'm pretty excited to go through these and let you guys know, what are the good ones that are out there and what are the bad ones that are out there. There's so many that are out on the market. We have about 20 that we're going to go through, and just kind of rank them and see which ones are good. These are the most. I kind of compiled this list of the most popular lipless crankbaits that are currently available. Things that are discontinued are not on this list. But yeah, for the most part.
Before we get started, can you walk us through the price range? Because we didn't really have a great system with the chatterbait episode.
Yeah, so how we're going to do the price range on these is we're going to take the highest price one, which I believe is the depths.
This was a gap we had in last week's episode.
And that is going to be a 1. And then the lowest price one is going to be a 5. And then we'll rank them as they fall in between that scale.
Cool.
So that'll give us a more objective look at our rankings, rather than being subjective and talking about price.
Wrong button.
All right. So
can you pull up the old tackle?
Well, anyways, before we jump into it, I have a quick thing to say. Since you guys got to say your part, be honest with you guys, I don't throw lipless crankbaits ever. I'm not saying that's an intelligent thing to do. I'm just saying I've never really thrown them. So tonight I will be asking those novice questions that we should be asking more, because a lot of times we're talking about baits that we just know so much about that we forget to ask some of the simple questions about these baits. So do I have a general idea? Yeah, but as somebody who literally, I think I might own 0 to 3 lipless crankbaits. I don't have any lipless in the boat. I would literally have to go find them probably downstairs. So we're going to get into that tonight, and I'm going to ask those noob questions. And it's going to be a good episode, like every episode.
This is going to be a fun one. I'm excited to get into this one. I have my personal favorite. Let me just kind of set the stage real quick. Just because like I said, I got out of throwing lipless crankbaits. One of my best days ever bass fishing ever. Maybe my best fishing day ever was with my buddy Buckland, who you guys, if you fish the Thursday nighters, you know.
Buckwheat.
You know Buckland. We went out on a day in January, probably 6-7 years ago, and we had almost 26 pounds on lipless crankbaits.
There it is right there to the right.
And I have
the old Guggen squad.
Yeah, right. And it's so weird how you can have an incredible day.
Just for shits and giggles.
Yeah.
It's the Fish Arrow DRT.
That's the dark
That's
jig.
my type of lipless crankbait.
So we're gonna get
guessing
into all of it.
that's
It's gonna
probably
be fun.
220 millimeter swim bait, too.
Before we start ranking them, what's that new? It looks like a glide bait, but it's like a lipless bait. What is that? Have you seen that? It's a new release this year.
It's a Bill Lewis shad something.
Is that on the list?
No.
Okay, just curious.
Do us a favor,
more of
fellas.
a-
If you're watching the show right now, hit the link in the show.
It's more of a blade bait.
Okay, it's huge though.
Yes.
Like it's crazy. All right, are we ready? We ready to rock?
Ready. I'm just trying to find something real quick just so I can get a range on the price. Just now I can't find it, of course.
What is it?
The depths.
Is it on
Just
Tackle
type in.
Warehouse?
Just type in depths.
I mean, I could.
lipless.
I didn't have the keyboard in front of me, so I was just trying to find it in
Oh,
here.
go up there. I'll type it in. They're in alphabetical order, aren't they? No, they're not.
Sometimes they're not.
Sort.
Dustin says chatterbaits kind of took the place of lipless for me, but I started making an effort to go back a bit. I would agree with that. Chatterbaits really kind of took over my fishing arsenal. Like, I struggle finding
There it is.
a spot for lipless crankbaits in my arsenal, but maybe that'll change after this episode.
All right. So now we can easily find them. We can find the prices very easy. So we're gonna rate these based on the price on Tackle Warehouse.
Cool. Perfect.
So that way we're not like having to look around. I didn't go dig out any like crazy JDM lipless crankbaits. I threw Mega Bass on here. I threw the depths, but we're gonna rank the ones that are readily available. I don't think
I hear
We're
you,
not-
Kevin.
we're not really
It's
finding-
time. It's time. I think we're going to Susquehanna Fishing Tackle tomorrow morning, and I
Yes.
think I'm going to buy
It's not
some lipless.
I don't think you're getting any. There's no like nothing coming out of Japan that has like some super advantage, kind of like the chatterbaits do, where there's something that's super popular. So I just kind of stuck with the ones that are readily available. So.
Cool.
Biggest
All right.
bag that I've ever caught on the bay was actually on a jerkbait.
Lloyd said his big sack was on a rattle trap. That was the Potomac last year. The big bag of the club was on 19 and change. Came on the Potomac on a rattle trap.
Lloyd,
That's cool.
you,
I didn't know that.
You do not want to lay your sack across a rattle trap. That's going to be bad.
So with that being said, let's pull up our list here, and we're gonna start right into it.
So if you guys can see, we might have to go in one more.
Let's make this a
zoom
little bit
into-
bigger here.
There we go. That's probably
should-
that's all right. Well, we can zoom down. Like, we can scroll down, and then you can see everything. There we go.
There we go. We'll make it a little nicer.
Skadoosh.
So, why don't we start it off with the classic?
Yeah, that's the
old-
one everybody started with.
The old
this
Bill
is the
Lewis
original
rattle trap.
This is the original. This is the OG. This is the first lipless crankbait that was out there. This is 50 plus years old. Still essentially the same bait, and that is the Bill Lewis rattle trap. So, I didn't look at what our lowest price one is, but that probably would have been smart, huh? Boop. Bear with us for 1 second. Tony, talk about rattle traps.
All right, rattle traps. Like I said, I first got started throwing the rattle trap. Like that was I think it was the first artificial lure I ever threw. My uncle and I, we'd go out, going striper fishing and stuff like that. And we always caught a lot of fish on rattle traps. So there's a little soft spot in my heart for this one. I've gotten away from it. I've gotten away from this one specifically as I've gotten away from this whole genre of lures. But this is the OG. Like if I was gonna, in fact, I mean, it's so OG that there's a lot of people that call any lipless crankbait a rattle trap, right? Like it's been around that long and it's been such a player for that long. I think it still has a place. I think it's been a little power crept by some of the other baits on here, like the red eye shad, which is on the list. But the OG is the OG. You can still catch fish on it. There's no question about it.
So we're talking about price. I told you how we were going to do the ranking. So our lowest price on this list is $4.99. Our highest price is $21.99. So that's our scale. So with that being said, let's take a look and see what that price of that Bill Lewis rattle trap is.
What was that? The Excalibur was the highest one?
No,
That was the depths.
That makes sense. The old
Excalibur.
JDM market.
Excalibur's not available anymore. So
Ah.
All right, so Bill Lewis rattle trap comes in at $7, so pretty decent price there.
It's probably like a 4
That
for
would
price.
be
Maybe even a 5 because it's only $1 more.
Was 1 the highest?
$4.99 is the lowest. And,
No, but
five.
on the rating scale.
5.
5 is highest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right,
So, I would say that, it's $2 more.
It's a 3.
I would give it a 4
Yeah,
or
I'd give
5 for sure.
Yeah, 4 minimum.
When you go from one that's
Oh,
7
I'm
to
sorry.
one that's 21, I would say the price range is.
So 5 would be the cheapest,
Okay, all right. Yeah, I'm with you then.
highest ranked. So,
Yes.
so I would say I would give it like a 4 or 5. Actually, I mean,
Honestly, I'd give it a 5
Give it a
because
5?
yeah, because it's
let's go with a 5. I mean, it's right there close to the bottom. I mean, you're not getting much cheaper at $7. Our cheapest one on the list is 5. So I would say that. Now this is definitely a 5.
yeah. There's a ton
You have
of colors.
I mean, there are dozens of colors. You can get anything from a 1/4 ounce to 1.5 ounces. I mean, you can throw whatever size you want. That
God, 1.5 ounces lipless.
Yeah.
Jeez.
smoke striper time. Components. Now here's where it's going to take a hit. Depending on what you get, a lot of them have must-add triple grips on them, but they're the lower quality must-add triple grips. It's not like it's the KVD triple grips, the needle sharp ones. So I mean, I would put the components pretty low, personally, at like a 2. What do you think?
I would say a 3 only because there's a lot of them out there that you can get with the zinc coated hooks if you're doing inshore stuff.
It's true.
How many of you guys are still throwing Bill Lewis rattle traps?
Yeah, I would say a 3 just because you do have the option for the zinc coated, which I mean, I don't excuse me. I don't think that like you're going to be wrong throwing a zinc coated lure for bass fishing, but it's going to give you a little bit more life. The paint jobs don't hold up terrible.
Jim.
Yeah, they hold pretty
Yeah,
good.
paint's pretty good. Paint's
Yeah.
pretty good.
Yeah, paint's pretty good compared to some of the others that are going to be on this list. The paint holds up fantastic.
I think a 3 is probably pretty good considering you're probably not getting the best hooks, but the paint and all the colors and shit that you can get. Well, we did color size availability.
Yeah, I would give it a 3. I say 3, middle of the pack. It's not coming with like Yamagatsu hooks on it or
Probably
anything.
more
But
of a 2, but yeah, I hear you.
I just think
I
the zinc
can
coated
see-
hooks goes a long way.
I'll round up to a 3. But I agree with you. Probably a
And
a 2.
I've never had the split rings that give me an
nah,
issue.
the split rings are junk.
Really? I've never had a problem.
I'm going to 2.
Okay.
I forgot about the split rings. They're garbage.
All right, and then see
I've
action.
had so many of them bend out.
Really? See, action for me is actually where this bait kind of takes a little bit of a dip. Now, like, it's a lipless crankbait. Like, the action is similar across the board. But I will tell you, I mean, on the days where I do throw rattle traps or lipless crankbaits, I don't reach for this one because it just doesn't seem to catch as many as some of the other baits on here.
I'm going 4 on the price, too.
You're gonna go with the 4 on the price? Okay. For me the action's like a 2. It does what it's supposed to do. It doesn't foul terribly.
It doesn't yo-yo very well.
Yeah.
That's one of the things that dings it for me. I would say 2 or 3 on action. I would actually say 3 because if you're on that like straight retrieve, there's not much better.
What about ripping it out of grass?
I mean, it works as well as any other triple bait, So I would say 3 for action.
It's definitely going to be a mid pack. It's going to be a mid pack.
So that's our first one. What do you guys think? So that kind of puts it in the upper middle tier. Right, it's kind of just below tier 1. It's still a really popular bait that catches a lot of fish.
Yeah.
So I think and it's cheap.
I do believe the ones that I do have are probably rattle traps, and I think I have some booyahs, possibly.
Yeah, I don't think it's a bad idea. If you want to get into some lipless crankbaits, starting out with a rattle trap is not a bad idea at all.
No, yeah, absolutely. You're gonna catch fish on it. They catch fish. The components are meh. It's got a decent hook on it. The split rings are not great, especially if you're throwing them for stripers, which I do throw them for stripers a lot. They bend split. I mean, those split rings just blow out all the time. So moving on.
Number two.
Numero dos is the Jackall TN. And so there's a couple of different varieties of the TN. There's a TN60, a TN70. So you get a couple of different weights that are available. Price, this is going to be a 1. This is the second most expensive on this list, according to Tackle Warehouse. The Jackall TN, despite its popularity. Let me scroll.
You scroll up a little bit more.
Chad fix our thing, or is it?
I think it's in alphabetical.
JKL. Yeah, you're right. So this
$20.99.
is a $21 bait. And I'm going to go ahead and open this and show you something else that I don't like about this is, actually they've stepped up their color selection a little bit. It used to be very few colors available in it. So, it's got some good colors. It's got some weird colors. That Spawn Tiger color is money. But it's a very expensive bait. So let's go over to our ranking now that we've kind of seen. We can see what kind of size. We have the 50, 60, 70, and 80. So we have everything from 5/16 to 1 ounce. So pretty good variety there. A decent variety in colors, but looking at a lot of these colors, like not really what I'm looking for in a lipless. I'm looking for a lot of crawl colors, stuff like that, springtime type stuff, and a lot more shad colors. And a lot of these aren't very shady. You got a couple there. But
I'd throw that Static Shock.
I figured you'd go for the Pink Tiger.
Pink Tiger, Static Shock.
Yeah, no thanks. So price, you're getting a 1. It's like I said, it's the second most expensive on here.
Mm-hmm. Colors, I think, based on what we just saw, like you said, a lot of colors, but not a lot of great colors. I think maybe a 2 or maybe a 3. I'm okay with the 2.
It's going to come with much better components.
So that's one thing that I will throw. The components on the Jackall, top notch. Including one I'll show you on the picture here. This right here. That is a tungsten lip.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
Okay.
Which also will come into play in the action.
Yeah.
And I'll talk about that in a
Do you
second.
know if that's connected to the line tie at all?
That's going to give it a much different action set apart from other baits.
So, components.
John, what's going on? Heard you're selling a gambler.
Components are a 5 for me. I mean, it's all top notch. You get really good hooks on it. They're really good stainless steel split rings, and you get that tungsten lip. If anybody who's ever fished lipless crankbaits and seen the nose essentially tore off of them from grinding them into rocks, that's something that helps your bait. So let's talk about action and what that tungsten lip does.
I know a Jackall bait. It's probably a 5 for action.
So what that does is it makes it sit nose down.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So when it falls to the bottom, it
falls face first.
It falls face first. It doesn't fall straight down like most lipless crankbaits do. Most lipless crankbaits will fall straight down. The Jackall will fall down nose first. That is incredibly effective when you're fishing drop offs, hard rock bottom. So it's got a little bit of a unique action to it. It's a pretty. Oh, yeah.
We're looking at Jim's picture.
So, I would say for action, I would give it it yo-yos well. It's got a unique action to it. I would give it a 4.
It's almost disappointing given the price. You would think a bait that expensive should be a 5 for action and components. I mean, it should be, but if you're saying, I've never fished them, so I'll take your word for it on a 4. But it's still not bad. It's still middle of the pack.
Yeah, exactly, Bruce. It better have good components for $21.
I have a hard time thinking that a Bill Lewis should be rated over top of a Jackall.
Well, it's an overall rating. It's
right.
It's not this one catches better fish than this one catches more fish than this one. This is just an overall ranking to see, to me, looking at this ranking would be like, what am I getting? because of how we have the price, I can look at this ranking and go, well, what am I getting the most for my money out of?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
That's how I look at this.
All right.
Any other questions about that jackal?
I know we got a couple people in here that are getting all jacked up on lipless crankbaits.
Oh, Mega Bass.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Lucky Crafts, yes. We'll be coming to them.
That looks like a raid bait.
It might be. I don't think I put the raid on here.
Raid lipless. And I know for a fact there's probably a couple of what we're about to talk about next, the Lucky Craft LV.
Yes, there are a few of them in that picture. So the Lucky Craft LV, let's go ahead and pull it up on the old Tackle Warehouse. JKL, I have to say my alphabet to find them. So the Lucky Craft, you have the LV 150, the LV 500, the LV 100.
So explain to me what the difference in a 100 to 150, what that is.
Just size.
For the LV. It's how big it is.
Yeah. So the 150, half ounce.
Mm-hmm.
Your 100, 7/16, a little less than a half ounce. 500, I think it's 3/4. Yeah. So you get three sizes.
Yep.
Notice here, when we want to talk about color, and there are 76 colors.
Lucky Craft is known for that.
So let's look at these colors real quick. Let's scroll through here.
It's all the typical Lucky Craft colors. If you're familiar with their jerkbaits or their crankbaits, a lot of good colors here. You have like your Ghost Minnows, your Chartreuse Shad, which is a pretty popular Lucky Craft color.
French Pearl.
We scroll through. We got a lot of pearls. We get some like Pro Blues in here. There's the Ghost Minnow.
I like that Sakura. The pink dragon gill.
Pink
Don't
dragon,
sleep
yeah,
on the
look at
pink,
that.
boys. Don't sleep on the pink.
Got a lot of translucent colors. You got your Aurora Black, which is like your chrome blue. There's 76 colors. We have a
The
lot.
crawl patterns look pretty good too.
Get down. You got some like sexy shad stuff.
Got some good
down
crawl
in there.
patterns. You got some sexy shads. I mean, you have pretty much.
It's
any
got
color you
everything in here.
want. You got your TO crawl, your spring crawl, zebra Aurora Black. You got Aurora Black with some lines through it.
Look
You
at
know
that
what the only?
smallmouth. The smallmouth looks really nice.
Oh yeah, it's pretty cool. The only thing that I didn't see in here, and we're just gonna buzz through here real quick.
Just
to
like a
see it.
black.
Gold.
Gold.
No gold.
Yeah.
That kind of.
He's got something in his mouth. I don't know what it is.
So, 76 colors available, but no gold.
Yeah, gold. You gotta have gold. What the hell is that?
What is that?
I feel like gold you have to have. I think that's gonna knock him down to a 4 on that. But and especially there's not a ton of sizes available.
What was our price?
$15.99.
$15.99.
So that's gonna be probably a 3.
3. I was gonna say like a 3.
Oh no, it's gonna be like a 2. Remember,
Yeah, probably.
higher price, lower score.
2.
I would say
Color, size, availability. I'm still gonna have to give it a 4 on the color and the size.
yeah.
It's
I think
missing
it knocks,
gold, but
I
it
think
has
knocks
literally everything else.
I think it knocks it down a point. The size too. There's not a lot of sizes available. You have 7/16, and not all of the colors are available in all of the sizes either. So, I mean, I could even knock it down to maybe a 3. But I think with having so many colors available, in their line,
They do have some gold.
not available. Just because they had them does not mean they have them.
Yeah. Maybe it's not available. Scuba Steve literally just texted me. He's like, there's a gold one in the pic that I sent.
It's literally right there. It's in front of my face. Okay.
Roar gold.
I pulled it back up to look at it and I found it.
5!
Sorry, Scuba Steve. I'm just blind. I'll take that up to a 5. I will retract my statement.
What about the components?
Lucky Craft has good components. They don't cheap out on their stuff.
They're good components, but they're not the best.
They're mid-grade.
Their hooks are not. They don't have the best hooks, but they're not bad hooks.
Lucky Craft doesn't have hooks that I replace right away, but after so many fish catches, they'll bend out, or you should replace them. I would probably go with the 3 to a 4 on their components.
Yeah, their split rings aren't the best either, unfortunately.
Action. I would probably stay with a 3 to a 4 as well.
I'm gonna say I would say a 3 or a 4 on action. They do have a really good action. It's a little bit different than
I'm a big
lot of
Lucky
Lipless
Craft
crankbaits.
fan myself.
They have good action. They yo-yo really well. So I would give them a 4. That puts them like right about where I would say that they should be.
It's a fair rating.
Jim.
Beat it up first, then sleep on the pink.
So the next one is my favorite one.
The Strike
Take it
King
off,
Red
Tom.
Eye Shad.
The next one's my favorite one. I was gonna say, and again, I'm not the most knowledgeable person when it comes to lipless crankbaits, but to me, right, on this list, if you could only buy one, this would be my one, and that's the Strike King Red Eye Shad. Can we get a price check on the Red Eye Shad real quick, Chad?
We can.
I'll get it.
Because I think it's under 10, right?
I don't know what they're at now. Everything's
Strike King Red Eye Shad, $7.48 to $10.99.
so click on it. That may be some colors may be on sale. So just to check, scroll down, down.
$9.99. Okay, so $10. Not terrible. Their colors are. They don't have a ton of colors. They have 61
colors.
But all the colors are good though.
They released a lot of colors.
They have a lot of. Ooh, they have some good colors in here.
Yeah.
Now,
So they don't have 76, but they have a lot, and they're all good.
Never sleep on these bleeding blue chromes.
So
they are fantastic colors.
So here's the biggest problem with Strike King Red Eye Shads. Any of their chrome colors,
that's citrus.
The paint lasts about 5 casts.
Oh yeah, that is true, and that we'll get to that in the components. But I think the price being $10 pretty much evenly, to me, that's a pretty solid. What do we? That's a 4,
it's like
three
the
or
first
4?
black one that I've seen, and I like that.
Okay, pull up our sheet. Let's go through it. Let's see. What do we scroll? Yeah.
The rattle trap was $7, and we gave that a 4.
So this will probably be a 3. It's like right in the middle. 10 or 22 is our highest, so I'll give it a 3 for price. It's right there in the middle. I'm good.
The colors that they have a decent amount. It's not quite 76, but they have a decent amount. And they're all good.
But yeah, if we're just looking at color size availability, they have a 1/4 ounce. They have a 1/2 ounce. They have a 3/4 ounce. So good availability on size. Joe says the last fish for him of the year was on a red eye. The color and size availability, I think, is a 5.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Because 60 some colors available. That's huge,
and they're all good,
and a lot of good colors in there. A lot of crawl colors, which I like to see. I'm a big fan of crawl colored traps. A lot of good minnow colors, a lot of chrome. Now, what we just talked about, the paint sucks.
The paint does suck.
Only on the chrome. Anything other than chrome, the paint is fine. It'll last forever. I've had these two red eye shads in my box here. They've been in there for like 5 years, and paint still looks fine. Like I have no issues with the paint on anything other than the chrome.
I do tend to get some rust on the components with these.
The hooks suck.
Yeah, the hooks rust like
very
crazy.
light. They're really light wire.
I don't think Strike King comes with the best components.
I would give them maybe a 2 for components. Probably right on level with the rattle trap.
Does Strike King do the VMC?
No. Mm-mm. That's the Rapala baits.
Rapala.
Yeah.
Which oddly enough, VMC hooks that are on Rapala baits don't rust.
Yeah.
Any other you buy a VMC hook in a pack, rust instantly.
VMC hooks are the hooks that I use if I'm in like an emergency and I just have to go to Dick's and get some.
They have some good hooks, but you have to be careful on which ones you get. And they don't sell them at Dick's. And I probably wouldn't pay for them.
I really like the action on these baits.
The 5.
Yeah, I would agree with that. And this sits right at the low end of tier 1, which I would agree with. I mean, I could see us giving it an extra point maybe with the price. Definitely not the components. But I think this sits right where it needs to be.
I mean, it could be a 4. I mean, maybe a 4 on action, but I mean, it's one of the best actions out there, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's real, and this is a fish catching machine. I mean, like I said, all my good lipless days,
and you
have
can
been
do
on this
everything
bait.
with it. It's great in the grass. It's a great yo-yoing bait. It's a great slow rolling bait. Like if you want to crawl a trap across the bottom, it's fantastic. I mean, it really does it all, and it does it all well. So I mean, I would give it a 5.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Lloyd says, do want to get some of the next bait. We're talking about the snare.
All right.
The
So
Rapala snare.
for those of you who are not familiar with it, we'll get this nice break. Let's have some ASMR for you. Some rattle trap ASMR.
I haven't actually seen this bait total. This bait does look pretty good.
So Rapala just came out with a new lipless bait called the Snare. It is a 1/2 ounce bait.
Ah, I like that. I changed the transition.
It is a 1/2 ounce bait. Looks like this. Give you guys a good look of it.
They all have the holographic eye.
Yeah, pretty much. So that is the Rapala Snare. I will say, just looking at it, I like it for the most part. Looks like a pretty good trap. Guys have been catching them on it. It's got a pretty. It doesn't have like a. It feels like it's got like a 2 or 3 BB rattle in it, but it's loud. I like it.
Rapala.
Right there, that bluegill colored one.
So it looks like there's only one size right now. Is that
Correct?
okay? So that hurts it.
Ooh, that's gonna hurt it big time.
What about the colors?
Got a lot of good colors. It's only 18 colors.
Only 18 colors on Tackle Warehouse.
But look at them.
Yeah, they are good. They are good colors.
They are pretty.
Ooh, I
money.
really like that royal shad.
And they have a gold, so that's
They
good.
have a couple.
Do
Of
have that royal gold,
They have a
crawl color, pro blue color,
Metallic-
sexy shad color, the metallic silver's
Silver,
always
metallic
great.
gold.
Metallic gold.
Price is good, $8.99.
that
They
crystal,
do have good-
crystal crawl. Ooh,
Yeah.
buddy.
They
Classic
don't
crawl.
have any of like the ghost colors or anything like that though,
Well,
so
then
that's
you got
gonna
one.
hit her just a little bit.
That
You
goes
have
sexy
a
shade.
ghost sexy shad. It's
But
just one color though.
but
I
it's-
do think it's definitely going to be lower on the list.
Yeah, for sure. Especially with the size availability. You know, it only comes in one size right now.
What is the weight of this thing?
Half ounce.
It is a 2 1/4 inch, 1/2 ounce. It's got some decent paint though.
Good paint. I mean, the paint jobs are good. The components are. Here, take a look. I mean, the components are pretty good. I mean, it's typical Rapala crankbait components, which are pretty good. Sticky, sharp hooks.
I was gonna say I like the hooks that they're not
Don't
super.
rust.
They're not super thick, but they're not super thin either.
Yeah.
They're a little on the thinner side, but I think it's gonna be a good. I think it's like they're
not-
pretty well done.
Typical
It's
Rapala
got the
components.
VMCs on it.
Yeah, sticky, sharp VMCs, and they are sticky too.
I like it. I think and I like the price at $8.99. I think it's priced right. I think for what it is, that's a pretty good little bait for $8 or for $9.
Yeah, I mean it's a. Let's go with a. For price, it's $8.99.
It's $1 cheaper than the.
It's probably
Red eye.
a 4.
Yeah. What did we rate?
The
Yeah,
rattle
the
trap was
rattle trap
$7,
was
and we did a
$7.
4. So I would say $8. Oh, it's $9. So let's make it a 3.
Yeah, we're gonna go with 3 color. I'm going with 3.
I give it a 4.
I just did. It's
3.
got 18 colors. Like all the other ones we've gone through, literally have triple the amount.
But
of
the colors are the ones you want. All
It's
the colors
true,
are
but it
good.
only comes in one
size.
So I'm going to go 3.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
components, VMC hooks.
I give it a 4.
I'm
All
going
components.
3. I can't put the VMC stuff in a higher tier quality.
Well, I can. It's a different level of VMC than what you buy at Dick's as well. These are the hooks that Rapala has ran on their crankbaits for quite a few years since they bought VMC.
And their crankbaits are pretty. The hooks are pretty decent.
They're pretty good.
See, we gave the Lucky Craft a 3. There's no way that Rapala's got better hooks on it than the Lucky Craft stuff.
I can go with 3. They are a little. I'll give them. It's a little light wire.
Action.
It's not terrible though. This one's kind of tough because no one's actually fished this bait yet.
It's hard because it's brand new.
So let me look at it. Let me look at it.
Yeah,
again,
I like what Bob says. You only need like 3 colors
here.
in the trap, anyways.
Here.
It looks very similar to the red eye shad to me, and that it has a little cutout on the lip. The body profile is similar. I can't imagine it has bad action, but I don't think we can give it a 5.
I can tell you it catches fish.
What are they throwing it on Gunnersville right now?
They were catching them on it yesterday on Gunnersville, and Wheeler caught the crap out of them on it on Gunnersville in the BPT a couple weeks ago.
So are we saying 4?
I think a 4 is fair.
I think a 3 is fair because we don't know a lot about it yet.
Yeah, the only reason I say 4, and if we gave it a 3, that's fine. But the reason I say 4 is because the body profile is so similar to the red eye shad, and we just gave that a 5. So there's a little bit of assumption there making it a 4. But if we want to make it a 3 because no one's thrown it, I'm fine with that too.
I'm going to give it an average, just an average rating, because it's new and we don't know a lot about it.
Yeah,
and that puts it in, puts it in the second tier. It's in that good tier. It's not crap.
Oh, it's definitely not crap. There's no question. 6th Sense Snatch.
This is one of my favorite lipless crankbaits. I will tell you guys this. This is the lipless crankbait that I throw the most.
6 colors.
Yeah, they used to make it in like 70 colors. But they semi-discontinued it. It is still available in some colors. I have half a box full of these right now. I have caught so many fish on these. It's ridiculous.
How many of you guys are using 6 Sense baits or a 6 Sense lipless crankbait for that matter?
Can you go back to the previous page? Can you scroll up just a hair? No.
Nope, there's nothing else. This is the top.
Yeah.
6 Sense Duke, Quake, and the Snatch.
That's crazy because half the ones that I have in here, the colors aren't available anymore, which sucks because I love them. So
that's not a bad color. I mean,
no, that 4K shad's a pretty good color. But like some of the ones like that
4K shad gold, and then the rest of it's really just crawl colors.
The brown eye special is really good.
The
I
old
like that
brown
Delta
eye.
Crawl.
That's a really good one when the water's a little cleaner in the spring.
They don't have that anymore.
Yeah,
She gone.
so is that one. But then they have they don't have this one anymore either. Just like a chrome blue with a little orange belly.
Maybe they do. It's just not on Tackle Warehouse. I'm not sure.
We got some reds. I got all kinds. I tell you, I got a half a box full of these. That's my favorite 6 Sense color.
Overall, the 6 Sense Snatch.
Price is good.
The price was $7.99.
I wonder if I put the other 6 Sense on here.
$7.99.
So the same as a rattle trap.
I did, so we're good.
So we're gonna go with a 4. Color, size, and availability. It's gotta be a 2.
I'd even go 1.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
It only comes in one size, and there's only a few colors available now.
That's a 1. Components. What kind of hardware do we have on these things?
So they come with a EWG hook. It's a pretty stout hook. Well, you wanna take a look at it. Good split rings.
Those are
it's definitely way more stout than on the Rapala bait for sure.
Beefy hooks. Good split rings. I mean, I would say the components are pretty good. Like a
3.
4.
A
I would say
4.
a 4. Yeah, here, take a look. They're pretty good components. Good split rings.
And you say you really like the action. I would put it with a 4 on the action.
Yeah, I got to give it a 4. I catch a ton of fish on it.
Mm-hmm.
The paint looks like it holds up pretty good.
Oh yeah,
That's bringing us to a 13 here on the 6 Sense Snatch.
That's fair. That availability really
And then next we talk about
The Quake.
the Quake.
Sticking with the
Suspending.
6th Sense. Not the suspending.
Oh, okay. I saw the other one that said Quake suspending.
They do have a suspending version.
That's a cool color.
So 19 colors
colors.
available. So here you'll see a few more of the better colors.
4K shad, bluegilla, pumpkin seed.
You got your standards. You got your gold reactor.
That's a good
the
color right
gold
there.
black. You know,
Chrome
you can't chrome black, gold black. You can't go wrong with those.
A lot of crawl colors here. They do have a black one. I like the black magic
I mean,
from
you-
6th Sense.
To be fair, you only need, like Bob was saying, you need 3 colors of trap: silver, gold, and red. So anything that's
Yeah.
got those is decent, but very limited.
There is times where they are on weird things.
Comes in a couple of different sizes, but not everything is available in both sizes.
You have a 2.75 and a 3.15, a 5/8 ounce, and a 7/8 ounce.
So they're pretty heavy,
They're
I
pretty
mean.
heavy.
Yeah, they're real heavy.
I like a 5/8.
I think a 5/8 is fine, but a 7/8 is pretty big. I mean, you're gonna have a hard time with that in any sort of grass unless you're really burning.
Price is a 4. Colors.
What was the price? What was-
$7.99.
Same as the snatch.
Probably a 3.
I'd say 2. There's only there's less than 20 colors available.
They
We're
have
looking-
some good colors though. Components, it's going to be the same shit as the other one. So for action,
So, my question with the action is, what's the big difference with the action of this and the snatch? I mean, obviously the body profiles are different. But that should mean something, right?
So it gives it a little more. It's got a little more vibration to it because when most lipless, like the head has the flat stop.
yeah, we'll be there tomorrow, Tom.
Both the head and the tail have that flat surface area.
Oh, okay.
So it gives it a lot of wobble.
What would
Okay.
you give the action, Jim? What's up, Jason? 2 or 3, Jim.
I would say a 3. I don't think the action is as good as the snatch.
Yep, Bubs is about to get his ass kicked by one of the cats. Bubs! Leave the cat
Dude,
alone.
that cat had her ears back. That cat was ready
That was
to
about fuck
go.
him up.
That cat
The
was pissed.
The cat would fucking destroy him.
Oh my god! Look, she's sitting there staring
Yeah,
at
he's
him.
at a 2.5. I would
Alright.
say a 3. It's definitely not as good as the snatch. I like the action on the snatch. Everybody likes a little action on their snatch.
That's true. That
So
is
that takes
correct.
it brings it in as a 13. I think that's a fair rating. I mean, it's a good value. So I think 13 is a good rating. The price really helps it.
All right,
Makes sense to me.
next, the Berkeley War Pig.
That one right there.
War
I don't
Pig.
think I've ever even seen this bait. I've definitely never thrown it. I definitely don't own one.
So it catches.
Really?
Yeah. It is the ugliest bait ever, though.
It looks like a blade bait, honestly. It really does. It looks like one of those weirdo
I mean,
blade baits.
if you look at it like profile wise, it looks like a trap, like any other lipless crankbait. But that like upturned
Get over
lip,
here. Please.
like the way they drew the mouth line on that upturn, that upturn just makes me, it just makes it look like sling blade.
Yeah. Is a unique shape. 11 bucks. So
17 colors, 2 3/8 inches, and a 3
So
inch
you get a quarter
and half.
So-
So not a whole lot of variant in sizes there. One of the lighter lipless
Yeah,
crankbaits.
that's a plus too because you don't have a lot of quarter ounce.
yeah. I think the only other one on the list that comes in a quarter is the red eye.
And the rattle trap.
The rattle trap does come in a quarter? Okay.
Yeah, it's like this big.
Oh, the little bitty one?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a little baby thing. So, let's look at those colors. Let's see what they have available.
Dude, I went white perch fishing one day with the little bitty one and caught stripers with it, and it just destroyed the whole bait. It was very
Ooh.
funny.
I like that proper copper.
I like that black silver.
I like the firetail green
Black
crawl.
silver right
actually.
here.
Little ghost red crawl.
Proper copper, ghost red crawl.
I mean,
sexier shad.
They're okay colors. They're not fantastic.
I like this. This is a good color, the sexy back.
Yeah, that's not bad.
And it's, you know me,
It's Berkeley.
it's Berkeley.
I mean, I would
Probably
say
a 3.
3. What's the price? It's $10.99 too. So
Probably a 3 on the price.
what do we got on? Yeah, that's
3 on the price. I'm going 2.
I could feel a 2 on that.
2 on colors and availability.
Because they're not the best colors.
It's 1/4 and 1/2, which is like not bad, but a lot of the lipless you get into 3/4, you get into 1 ounce.
Yeah, 3/4 are really. I mean, that's a really popular size, especially if you're not fishing grass around here and you're fishing grass that actually has depth on it.
I don't know what Berkeley uses for their components.
They're not great.
I feel like
they're average,
mid-range,
2 or 3. I would say I give it a
2 because it's a Berkeley.
There you go.
Action.
It does have good action. Catches fish.
3 or 4.
I give it a 3. It's not.
So it barely gets in
the
tier
best.
2.
Oh, I thought we were gonna have our first one off the list.
Well,
But there's definitely some,
Womp, womp,
including
womp.
not the next one, but the second one from now.
so far none of them are terrible.
Dog shit. Yeah, we're getting there though. We're getting there.
We are.
Hey, you know
looking
what?
for
Should
that
we
dog
stop
shit
saying?
category,
Should we
though.
stop saying dog shit? Is that Thomas's thing? Did Thomas coin that term?
No,
I don't think so.
he doesn't. He doesn't own them. He doesn't. No.
Fishing the
Thomas doesn't
DMV.
own
He doesn't
the
own
word dog shit.
He doesn't own it. He doesn't have a trademark on dog shit.
Fishing the DMV. Do you own the ranking dog shit? Let us know in the comments.
We'll
All right.
tag him. We'll tag fishing the DMV.
So if everything, we might have to adjust our scale if everything ends.
Well,
up
I think we got to go through the list because there's definitely a few on here that I think are going to end up in the, in the trash.
There's
category.
one that for sure is.
Yeah, the next it's like 2 baits from now. Yeah,
Coming up next
the action. We'll get to it.
is. Let me find it.
Let me find it. Here we go.
Which one are we doing
Wait,
now?
what just happened?
Go back to the sheet. You got to go back to the. Oh, I don't know which one.
No,
you're
he's
for.
looking for it. He already there.
The hammer trap.
Not the mini hammer trap. The other.
All right.
See you later, Bubs.
The
Go fuck with the cat.
hammer trap.
So this came out, I believe, last year.
That
pretty
also
good.
looks
From
kind
Bill Lewis?
it looks kind of retarded.
I don't hate it.
Well, it's the Bill. It's got the rattle trap logo as the eye. That's kind of cool.
Oh, that's kind of cool. All right, maybe it's not as retarded as I thought. 3/8 to 5/8.
And a 3/16 apparently, because they had the mini one.
I like the
3/8
weights.
and 5/8 is what they're offering on here.
No, they had
and
the-
a 3
they had
and
that
a
mini
yeah
one- that mini
and a
one too,
mini.
so I'll give 'em
Okay,
that.
and 15 colors that
Banging
are
colors too.
Those are the same colors that come on the scope stick. Some of them.
They
like
got some
the
banging colors.
the Baton Rouge. That's on the. I have a scope
Oyster,
stick. That's like
that
I
that.
mean, it's Bill Lewis.
Oyster,
Oyster's
fire
sick.
crawl, Baton Rouge. You got your gold. You got your gold black.
Silverado.
That Rayburn red is amazing.
Yeah.
I love a red trap that has those gold stripes on it. Those gold crawl stripes.
The Bill Lewis
How much was that?
hammer
It
trap.
was $8.99. So that's a 4.
Yeah, does that fall in the? No, or does that come into the? Doesn't go into the.
4.
Yeah, now I can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
No, okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Does that
Colors
make a
and
4?
size.
What was it? $8.99.
Yeah.
Yeah.
$8.99.
Is that a 4 or 3?
I think it was a 4. I thought it was the
Yeah.
same price as the rattle trap. So what do we give the rattle trap?
What do we
No,
give
it's
the
more
War
than the
Pig?
rattle trap.
Sorry. Okay, maybe it's a 3
The War
then.
Pig was $10, wasn't it?
I would go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's go 3 on the price.
Okay.
I mean, it could be a 3 or a 4 there. It's like a 3.5.
I'm going 3 on colors and size availability.
Yeah, there aren't a lot of them, but there are some. They're really nice. Like they're all pretty good. I didn't really see any colors in there that I wouldn't throw.
Components, another 2. It's probably
Yeah.
going to be the same components as
might
the
have a-
original rattle trap.
I think it has a little bit upgraded components, but
Action.
see, and this is another one. I got to give it a 3.
Charles
I've never-
Jones he
I
says,
haven't
"What's up,
tried.
Because
fellas?
I
I
don't have
recently
enough-
got to try out the OSP Rattling Buzz and caught
Rattling
15 my
Buzz.
first time out. Nice. I don't think the OSP made this list tonight.
It did not, unfortunately. We were only doing things that were available on Tackle Warehouse, and I did not see an OSP on Tackle Warehouse.
But
They sell a lot of OSP
It's really
stuff,
it's hard to go wrong with a lot of those JDM baits. We
If it's
do
on-
have a couple of them from the Jackal to the Mega Bass.
but if it's on
I think that's it for JDM.
Tackle Warehouse, we'll throw it on the list. We'll look here in a second.
Action.
I gotta give it a 3 because it's new and we don't know a
How
lot
new
about
is
it.
this bait? Is it this year?
Oh, like it came out last year,
Okay. Yeah. I actually didn't even know it was a thing.
like last winter.
I will say I will give it to Bill Lewis
Check
for
out
doing
see
some
if that OSP 's
innovation
on there.
with the category.
LMNO owner raid.
Oh, they have a raid.
Oh, that was a raid that we saw in that picture.
Well, they don't have the OSP.
Do not
on
have
here,
the OSP
unfortunately.
on here.
No, sorry, we would add it to the list. We could rank that.
Next.
So where did it came in at an 11? Okay. Cordell Super Spot. Okay, so
Somebody said earlier,
Here-
don't drop the
Here's
Cotton Cordell Super Spot.
I don't like this bait. I know it's a good bait, but I don't like it.
it fills a niche very, very
This
well.
was the cheapest bait on the
Yeah.
list.
Yep. So this
So
is a
that's
5.
automatically giving it a 5 in price.
Go back to the What do we got for colors? What do they offer for colors? They only
8
offer
different
8 colors, and they're not fantastic.
Yep, those are all actually
One.
kind of. They don't even. Yeah, that's not good.
I mean, I would use a
I mean, you have your
handful of
three.
them.
You have your 3 main colors.
I
you
like
have
the
your
Royal Shad Gold and the Chromes.
I like the Rayburn Red.
I mean, it's just.
I mean,
it's
Rayburn
not
Red's
good.
a staple,
It's not
you know.
good.
But yeah, I'm
Color
gonna have to give that
size
a
are-
1.
Yeah, gonna have to go with a 1.
Are there different
Components.
sizes available? I didn't. No.
Nope.
Okay.
3-inch, half-ounce.
Yeah, so I
another-
definitely give that. That's definitely a 1. Components are
Trash.
1.
Trash.
That's the biggest problem with them is the components are. I mean, the most garbage hooks.
Oh yeah, they're like paper clips. Honestly, they're. All right. So this is where this could potentially save this bait with the action. I'll tell you, I don't like
the
the
upper
action.
bay, Charles.
I'll tell you, I don't like the action because it blows out. It tends to blow out for me a lot.
But its saving grace is it is the shallowest running
Yes, it is.
lipless
It
crankbait.
is very
so
shallow.
if you're fishing shallow grass, there is not a better. I mean, there really isn't a better. So it's not bottom of the barrel on action. I do agree that it will blow out if you reel it too fast. You can't burn it.
2.
It sucks
I'll give it
ripping
a
it too.
2.
It sucks ripping it because if you rip it, it does.
Man,
weird
that
shit.
still doesn't put it into the dog shit category.
Oh, we'll just change. We'll change it.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that one
below
not
the-
being in
yeah.
dog shit.
I would say. Let me see that mouse. We're changing this right now.
We're changing the ranking. This is a fluid. This is a fluid.
I just kind of
thing
threw
here.
this. I just kind of threw this together.
Well,
the
this
other
is
day.
the first time we've even done a ranking system like this before, other than the chatterbait episode. But there's the first time for everything, and we're just working out some of the kinks.
I mean, so here's the deal. Like, I don't hate this bait because, like Paul said, it is super shallow and it fills a niche, and I got it. But I kind of hate this bait, right? In that I won't buy it. You know what I mean? Like, I have a handful.
I own them because they fill a niche, but yeah, I'm kind of in the same boat. I would just buy a regular rattle trap.
Steve says we need to add the depths evoke.
It's on there.
Is it on here?
Yeah.
We do have the depths on here, Steve.
I'm pretty sure the only reason I own any of these is because I bought like the packet dicks where it has 2 of these and 2 of the little bitty crankbaits in them, the little square bills with a painted bill.
See, this is between 0 and 8, so
You're gonna have to go 9 to 15, or 0 and 9.
9. I'm gonna have to fix both of them. Done. And this is between
10 and 15, right?
9 and 15.
How can it be 9 and 15?
Yeah, it's got to be 10.
No. Because this is 9 and over. Was that 9? Did that score a 9?
I think it did.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. My bad. Okay.
It is your damn bad.
Now we're cooking with butter.
And then this is between 0 and 10.
Okay.
Who's that? Was that guy from the? That's what like that's money, dude. Is that what he says?
Stale cracker.
Yeah.
That's
okay.
money, dude.
All right, now
That's
we're there.
money,
Yeah,
dude.
that's money, dude. All right, now.
So anything
now we're
below a
rocking.
10 is going to be crap.
And we have our first dog shit bait, the Cotton Cordell Super Spot. I will say, it's not like yes, it's dog shit,
But it
does fill a niche.
fill a niche.
You'll catch fish on it. There's no question about it. But like, the action sucks compared to anything else on here. So
Yeah, I mean, it could even. I mean, if it didn't fill a niche, it would be a 1.
yeah.
For action.
It's just too light. Like the bait itself is too big for the amount of weight that it has. If they made it like 5/8, it'd probably be great. Honestly.
Yes. Yeah, if it was a little heavier, or the center of gravity was a little lower.
Yeah.
It's a very evenly weighted bait, So it doesn't have that like heavy belly weight like a lot of things do.
I don't know what those hooks are called, but they're like the yellowish tint hooks. On
Oh, the
them.
bronze.
They're terrible.
The bronze
So
hooks.
bad.
So the Demiki Tremor 65.
That is the next one on the list. Is the Demiki Tremor.
Let's get a price on that. Let's take a look at their page, and you're not showing it. So let's go back to that.
$9.
It is $9.
Not hateful.
So it's not hateful. It's a good.
They have one.
It only comes in a half ounce.
Whoa! Half ounce or blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, that's tackle.
So
warehouse
it's
being
half. Yeah. 7 colors and they suck.
Ooh, no,
Not all of them.
you got a black
but
chrome, no gold. That red crawl's pretty nice.
It's going to be a 1.
I like
But
the
it's
soft
definitely a
shell,
one.
but there's not a great amount of colors either. It's
That's
probably
a-
a 1 for
That's
colors.
gonna be that's definitely hurting it.
And
Like
they
Bob
only
said,
have,
chrome, gold, Rayburn red, white chartreuse.
and they only have one size.
Go back. Make sure they're
did
not listed.
They did not have another Demiki on here.
I was make sure they didn't list it because sometimes they do that.
Yeah.
They list the different sizes and different ones.
So
all right.
that's going to go price 2.
No. It's cheaper. It's probably like a 4. It's $8.99.
You're on the
Oh,
wrong
sorry. Looking at it the wrong way. Color size availability.
one.
1.
Don't know anything about
Components,
components.
don't know
Demiki always
anything
has
about
good
them.
components. They're going to be a 4. They use high quality components on all of their
Action.
gear. Action. It's a. To me, it's a 2. I've fished them. I don't really like the action on them. You know how we talked about with chatterbaits, like you want that like immediate startup. It's like they're a little slow to start up. I'm not a big fan of the action on them, and they seem a little heavy. Even though it says it's a half ounce, it's like for the profile, it just seems a little heavy.
Am I blind or do I not see?
What? See what?
They don't have Booyah on here.
It's on there.
It's not.
It's in the. You have to go to the one knockers. For some reason, they put both of them in the one knockers. It's all the way at the bottom.
Under the O's.
No, there's another section there. There you go. See, go down a little farther. See the knocker, lipless. It's in there. It's the next one over.
Booyah hard knocker.
So there's 2 of them. So there, I combine these together, the hard knocker and one knocker, because a lot of our baits that we've reviewed today come in a one knocker and a rattling version.
One size?
So there is 2 sizes to them. I don't know why Tackle Warehouse doesn't have them, but they do make a 3/4.
Booyah hard knocker lipless. Booyah one knocker lipless.
Check out the one knocker.
That has 3 different sizes.
I don't know why. I'm pretty sure that they have all.
It is
I know they have
the
2 in the
same
hard
price.
knocker. So yeah, they're both the same. One's just a one knocker and one's a rattling bait.
And then we also have 22 colors with this. So,
Yeah, the one knocker is a little more popular, so that makes sense that they would have a few more colors.
ooh, I like that bone color.
That copper china color is awesome. I throw that a lot. This is so Lloyd just mentioned it. It's the closest thing to the old Excalibur. Not only is Lloyd, it's the exact same bait. Coming from Pradco. Pradco did not. So Pradco owned Excalibur. I can tell a little story about this. Pradco owned Excalibur. Pradco owned Booyah. Pradco, the parent company, got bought by another company. That company discontinued some of the brands. They just consolidated the brands, right? They just cut off the brand, right? So when they started making the Excalibur under the Booyah name, it's from Excalibur. They just took the stuff that they already owned and just started making baits and put the Booyah label on them. It's the same. So it's the same bait. You can cut them apart. You can weigh them. They weigh exactly the same. I can post a couple of pictures on here of 2 that I weighed. They weigh exactly the same. The only difference in the old Excalibur and the Booyah, there's 2 differences. One is the paint. The paint was more consistent on the old Excalibur, so the colors were more consistent. With the Excalibur, the colors aren't as consistent because they have different people painting them. And the hooks, they're using different hooks, and they're a little heavier wire now, which is kind of good because the old Excalibur hooks were a little light wire for my liking. I usually swap them out. I was an Excalibur trap junkie. I almost always changed the hooks out because they were too light wire. So the newer hooks are probably a little bit better, but the paint is also a little bit different. So that's really the only difference. I can't tell. I can give you two right now, and if I didn't tell you what they were, I guarantee you couldn't tell. Now, confidence is key.
So
right, I mentioned this, in the comments on the chatterbait episode. I wasn't here; I was sick. But confidence is key. If you don't have confidence, if you don't think it's the same, it will never fish the same for you. What's up, Thomas?
So Thomas, we pulled you in because we had a question. So we're ranking these baits from tier 1, which is great, tier 2, which is okay, and tier 3 is crap. The question is,
it's dog shit.
It's all shit.
Do you own the term dog shit when it comes to fishing things?
Do you have that trademarked?
Because we've been throwing that around. I'm like, that might be Thomas's thing. I'm not sure.
So with our Booyahs, it is the old Excalibur. As far as I'm concerned, it's the old Excalibur. Fight me on it. Plenty of people on Facebook have been fighting me about it for the last 2 weeks. Along with not just me, also fighting with Alex Davis, who is a way better fisherman than I am and way more knowledgeable about those. Definitely guides on Gunnersville, where that crankbait made its fame.
Do you change the hooks out on this or no?
On this, no. I'm usually pretty good as long as it's got a stout, sticky hook. I'm usually pretty good. It comes with EWGs. I can show you, and I'll even show you the difference between the hooks. I have them right here. That's a Booyah. That's Excalibur.
Oh, I can tell just by looking at it from a distance.
That's the Booyah. Bait itself is the same.
These hooks are definitely a little bit more stout.
Little more stout. It's an EWG.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like the hooks better on this just at a glance.
They catch just as many fish.
So I'm gonna hold these up to the camera. See if you guys can see the difference. They're pretty much the same. I mean,
but like I said, the paint's a little. You can tell from there that the paint is a little bit different.
This is the Excalibur.
Yeah. Sounds the same. Everything's the same. They catch the same.
That is. How did they do that without having a lawsuit?
Because you didn't listen to my story, did you?
Booyah bought them out.
Pradco owned Excalibur. Pradco owned Booyah. Pradco got bought by a what are those big firms?
Sure.
Yeah, you know what I mean. When Pradco got bought, they consolidated the brands under the Pradco.
As Milliken says, corporate douche.
Correct. So then what they did was they were like, oh, well, we have this great bait. We'll just keep making it. Or, 2 years later, we'll just make it. And we'll just put it under the Booyah name. Mm-hmm. We already have all the molds. We have everything to make it. We're just going to make it.
So is Excalibur done? End of sentence?
Yes.
Okay.
But there you can see the paint was a little bit different on there.
What is the Booyah one called?
The hard knocker and one knocker. Hard knocker and one knocker. It's all the way down at the bottom somewhere.
I am. This is the Booyah one knocker. Lipless right here.
So Booyah, hard knocker, one knocker. They have some really cool colors, but not a lot of colors available. Sizing, price. What was the price on the $7.99?
$8.99. I think.
$8.99.
Yeah, $8.99.
$8.99.
So that's going to be a 4 rate. Oh, you already.
I rated it. I said 4, 3, 3, and 4.
I would even go. I might even go a 2 on color size availability. As much as I like it, doesn't have a lot of. They don't have a lot of colors available.
So that's giving it a 13. Still mid.
Can you scroll back up? Because I'm curious. What did we had? The Jackal TN had about the same amount of colors, I think. So and we did that at 2. So I would think, yeah, right around a 2 for color availability. So a 13. I mean, it's it's there. Again, we're not ranking these solely on fish catching ability. If it was just fish catching ability, I would rank this. That would be a 5 all day. It's one of the best lipless crankbaits that you can throw. It does everything well. So on action, would you put it for action?
I gave it a 4.
It's a 5, 100% a 5. It is one of the best lipless crankbaits you can throw. If you were going to buy any lipless crankbait, buy this one. It's good in grass. It's good on rock. It's you can yo-yo it. You can slow roll it. You can do It's kind of like the red eye shad. You can do everything with it. So definitely a 5 on action on that one.
All right, next one is the most expensive
favorites.
bait that we have on here is the Depths MS Vibration.
Let me go ahead and just so it doesn't hurt Chad too much. We're gonna go ahead and give the Depths a 1 there.
Yeah, it's a 1.
Well, it's JDM, so
It's the most expensive crankbait or most expensive lipless that is available on Tackle Warehouse. It's $22. It's very, very expensive. So let's take a look and let's see. Oh, you already pulled it up. Thanks. Let's see what we have for like availability. So it's only got 10 colors. And some of them are a little wonky.
It's like a
black
2
gold,
to me.
blue shad.
They don't have.
I don't love the crawl colors, I tell you that.
They don't really have any crawl colors.
It's probably 1 on the colors.
And I feel like crawl colors are something that's important that you need in a lipless crankbait.
They have the gold, the shard, and the blue shad, and that's kind of like the 3 bases that you kind of need, minus the crawl.
Yeah, you got a chrome, you got a gold. You just you need that crawl color though. I mean, you have this red gill, which is essentially a crawl color.
Yeah, essentially.
But it's only 1.
It's not a great crawl color.
And all the crawl colors
Very
have that like
translucent.
right. I was about to say they all kind of.
I want that springtime bright red.
Yeah, they have that ghost thing going on, which in any sort of nasty weather.
Me neither, Bob. Me neither.
Any comments on Instagram? No. I don't even know why we bother.
So what? So for color size availability, I got to give it. I think we got to give it a 1.
Probably.
I would agree with that.
Not a lot of colors available.
It's going to come with good components.
It's only got what, 1 size,
Yep.
right?
And there was nothing else.
And it's
available.
3/4 ounce.
And it's only 3/4. So yeah, that's definitely a 1. 3/4.
Components. Probably
Components as
a
a depth.
4.
I mean, that's going to be a 4 or a 5 on depths. I mean, they usually. I mean, depths doesn't slack on their components. Let's see if it says anything. Does it tell us anything about? Nope.
Armed with
Mine
2
was
super stick
brass
Teflon
stainless
coated
steel.
treble hooks.
Teflon coated. I think I might get a 5. What do you think?
I would agree with that. I mean, just knowing what Depths does, I mean, anything less than a 5 from Depths is pretty unacceptable.
Action.
And then action, I'm gonna say it's probably a
I've
solid.
never thrown one. Like I said, I don't use so.
I'm gonna give it a 3. And part of that's because it only comes in 3/4 ounce, and that's gonna limit what you can do with it.
Yep.
Yeah.
One
I mean,
tackle
that could be a
warehouse
2, honestly, because just thinking about our applications for it, like, when are you really going to be throwing a 3/4
Well, I'm
bait?
trying not to limit it to like what we do.
Yeah.
Because not everybody just fishes around here.
But a 3/4, you have to fish it a lot faster.
It depends on how deep you're fishing.
Yeah, but I feel like the versatility with a 1/2 ounce is a lot better than a 3/4. I almost want to say 2. I really do. I mean,
I can go 2.
that puts it in trash
Why are we giving it a 2 for action?
because of the
Because
weight.
it only comes in 3/4, which very much limits what you can do with it.
I just have a hard time thinking of depth. Anything depths is going to be in the dog shit category. However,
Well, it kind of comes with like, and not that I'm comparing the Cordell and the depths, but I feel like you get into a bait that fills a niche, where it's a good bait, but maybe only for
for this application.
for a certain application. Does that make sense?
I would agree with that.
They do.
And again,
have-
remember, we're not rating these on fish, specifically fish catching.
See, the Evoke is the new one. The Evoke is the new one.
That's a 2/3.
Still
ounce.
just
That's
a
weird.
2/3 of an ounce, only one size, and still 8 colors that
Are better, kind
are a
of.
little better, but it's still not
Well,
fantastic.
they're no gold, no black.
And it's
There's
really-
one chrome. See one chrome on
It's
it.
kind of ugly,
Yeah.
but either way, yeah, I guess we're gonna stick with that.
Yeah. Like I said, this is not. This is an overall ranking based on quite a few metrics too. You know, it's more showing you like what value are you getting.
Yeah.
Oh God, I'm gonna go ahead.
Is this our next one?
I'm gonna go ahead and rate
Look at
this one right now.
Look at this awesome bait.
There is literally.
All right. Before we
Tell me Tell me that wasn't one of those Googans that were stolen from.
The old Guggen Squad clutch.
All right.
Hold
the
on.
price is gonna be a 4 though.
Tell me they didn't rip that off. I'll hold this up closer to the camera, but
Yeah, it looks like. God damn.
It's in tight. That was the dog, dude. Something's wrong with your dog, bro.
Probably.
yeah. Tell me they didn't rip that bait design off.
I mean, the price is a 4 because it's $7.99, so that would get that out of the way.
Nothing from fucking Guggen deserves to have a 4.
Let's look at the colors. Let's see.
We're trying to be objective here. 11. That's a 1. And their colors suck.
Do they have any good crawl colors?
No. I mean, that
The
Sriracha
Sriracha's
crawl
not
is
terrible.
It's
okay.
probably a 2 just because they have certain. I don't know. I gotta give it a 2.
I give it a 2.
Components, crap. 2,
One.
1 or 2. Action, I don't know because I've never thrown it.
Probably probably a 4 because it's a fucking
I was gonna
direct
say-
knockoff of a 6-cent snatch.
I was gonna say a 2 or a 3.
We're biased. I don't even know why Guggen made it on here. Don't listen. No matter what you do,
Do not buy that bait.
do not buy anything Guggen. Nothing.
Except the Bronco bug.
No.
That's not a. That's
sorry,
not a
that's
Guggen bait.
a,
That's a Rapala bait.
What's the one soft bait that they have that's actually good?
The Bandito bug.
That's it. Yep.
But good is a relative term.
Just
Anyway,
you're
we put
not
that on
allowed.
there
You're not
because,
even allowed on my boat if you're throwing anything from Guggen Squad. So.
Yeah, pretty much.
So there's a funny story about that. So before tournaments, Martin used to throw 2 years ago. Martin used to throw Guggen baits in my boat. Like when I wasn't looking, he would put a pack of Guggens in the boat, like as a joke. And then I think the first 3 tournaments, I either won or came in second. And then he was like, "Fuck, I'm not throwing any more shit in that motherfucker's boat." So he quit throwing them in the boat because I was catching fish. He's like, "Are you been using those Guggen baits?" I'm like, "Dude, I don't know where these things are coming from. Like, I don't put them in the boat." He's like, "Yeah, I've been throwing them in your boat, you ass. Have you been catching fish with those?" I'm like, "No."
I would
He's
say
like,
yes.
So
Like, yeah, I just found this pack of baits in my boat, and I caught every fish on. So the next one is the Livingston Pro Ripper Lipless Crankbait. It's an $11 bait, so I was going to give it a 3. It's right there in the middle. Now, it is a Livingston, so
6 colors, 2.5 inch, half ounce only.
when we get to action,
It's a pretty bait though. I like how it looks.
yeah, in person it does not look nearly that nice. They look cheap.
really,
Yeah,
how many
But-
colors? How many total?
only 6.
Ooh.
They have porn shed.
They only have 6, but it's the 6 you need
Yeah.
for a lipless.
Probably
But
2.
I'm gonna give it a 1.
Well, what are the weights? What are the?
It only comes in
Well,
one.
it's
Oh,
wild
yeah, it's
here.
a 1.
Oh, these are on clearance though. Normal, that's $11. Okay, so we're going Livington. We're
3.
Price 3, size
1.
1, components probably a 1. Livingston makes dog shit.
2. They're not the worst.
Action probably.
So here's the thing with action it is a Livingston, so it does have that EBS technology in it.
What is EBS technology?
The electronic
that is.
baitfish sound.
Okay.
Does that actually work?
Does it work?
What do you
I
mean?
don't know.
Can you explain that EBS a little bit
Is
more?
there
So-
any of these in your box?
I had one. I think I sold it at a flea market the other
I
day.
snapped it off. I snapped it off. On
Never
a
even
somewhere.
I don't think I ever even thrown it. I think I did because I didn't like the action, like the way that it worked. But it does have that EBS technology, which is different. It's got that. So the EBS technology, essentially, there is a battery and a little sound emitter built into the bait. So when that bait comes into contact with water, it completes a circuit and it emits an electronic sound.
So what happens when the battery dies?
Then your bait doesn't work anymore. But the battery lasts like 10 years.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
All right, so I think a 3 for action's fair. I mean, it still puts it in dog shit though.
Yeah, I would say that because I didn't really like them, and I hate the way they look. They just look cheap. When you look at one, it doesn't look like I paid $11 for a crankbait, and I don't like that.
Next, the Nomad Swim Trex.
Another newish one. So Nomad came onto the scene a few years ago. They're a big saltwater company. They came.
Pretty sure Oliver Nye works with Nomad Designs.
So does Greg DePalma.
Okay.
Greg DePalma actually won a kayak tournament, Bassmaster kayak tournament on this bait. So, again, so saltwater company, they're known for, quality products. The Swim Trex Max is a good crankbait, but it kind of falls into that depths range where it only comes in, I believe, it only comes in 3/4 ounce.
Well, right here it's half, 3/4, and 1 ounce.
Oh, okay, so it does come in half now, but it first came out it was only in 3/4.
Jim said soft body. Is that true?
Not the Swim Trex. The Swim Trex is a hard body. They have another one that they do have another one that is a soft body.
Okay.
Pretty cool.
Is it lipless?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, they have, I can't remember what it's called. So scroll down. Let's look at our description here, just so I can. So patented auto tune system. So it has a. It's similar to, remember the Arashi that had like the line tie that moved. Mm-hmm. The auto tuning, Tony.
Okay. Yeah.
Remember the auto tuning?
Oh yeah, dude, that was great.
So similar to that. So you don't have to worry about your stuff getting bent because it's kind of free swinging, and can move on its own. Good action. I don't think it comes in a lot of colors though. Can we scroll down to the colors?
Yes.
So 12 colors, so not bad. We have our gold black back. I like this brown crawl. That'd be a good like clear water color.
Yeah.
You got your red crawl. You have your chrome. You have your gold. I mean, the colors are good. You don't have a lot of them. You got a couple good crawl colors there. It is $11. So let's go ahead and we're gonna get that out of the way with the price as a 3. And for the color selection, I'm gonna go with a 2. It doesn't have a ton of colors like some of the other ones that we saw, but it does have quite a few colors available for you. See if it says anything about the components. BKK hooks, nice. That's what I thought.
That's nice.
On it. I'm gonna say
4.
4 or 5 on components. I like BKK. Their treble hooks are awesome. It has the self-tuning line tie. Mm-hmm. I think we can give it a 5 on components.
That self-tuning thing's huge, actually. And that's gonna pull the action up too. The action's probably gonna be at least a 3, maybe a 4.
I'm gonna say a 3.
I don't have any experience with it, so it's hard to tell.
Do we only have? God, we only have the Red Eye Shad is the only one that's making it up to like top tier.
Honestly, the Red Eye Shad's badass little bait though.
So we'll give it a 3. That puts it at like a 13, which is right about where I think we would put it. Hey, don't remember which one, but I think the hammer has a different fall. It stays horizontal as it drops, not nose first. A lot of them do. So the red eye shad drops horizontal. The hammer trap hider drops horizontal. Your Excalibur's drop horizontal. So a lot of there's just more than just the hammer trap that has that horizontal fall. So the Nomad, check them out. They are a newer company in the bass fishing world, big saltwater company, dabbling in the freshwater, and they have some good baits. So don't be afraid to check them out. And they're pretty average price. It's not like they're charging an arm and a leg for their baits. So next we have the Rapala Rip and Wrap. This is kind of a classic. This is a bait that's been around for a long time as well. I remember fishing these in the 90s. Mm-hmm. So we're talking. I mean, this bait's at least 30 years old.
I don't love this bait. I'll be honest with you.
I feel like it's a pretty decent bait, but it's not something that I like went out and bought.
All right. Be right back. Dogs are gonna shit on the floor.
$8.99. I do remember that it has like the weights that you want.
5/16, half, and 7/8. I mean, that's right where you want to be.
Colors are not great.
9 colors. I mean, not great, but they're the colors you want.
Probably like a 2.
So yeah, probably a 2.
Price is probably what, a 3, or was it a B? It was a 3 or 4.
$8.99.
Yeah,
That's a 4.
It's a 4. Okay.
Let me see. $8.99 would be the same as the snare. So whatever we gave the snare.
3. Okay.
All right. So that's a 3. That's a 2.
Components. I don't like the components on this bait, and I really don't like that the rear hook is smaller than the front hook. I actually could give it a 2.
I'm gonna go 3 because the components aren't bad, and that's a pretty common thing to have the smaller hook in the back. They do that so the hooks don't tangle.
Yeah.
So it does have a reason behind it. I don't think the components are bad, but mid-level, I think.
Yeah, they're not bad, but they're not
great. So I think mid-level is good there. Now, action. It's going to hurt it.
Yeah, I don't like the action on this bait one bit at all. To be honest, I've caught fish on it, but I don't love it. Like it just.
You have it. I guess it's called a rip and wrap for a reason.
And it fishes really deep. It fishes super deep.
If you reel it, it's the action sucks.
Mm-hmm.
If you rip it, the action's good. So I guess that's why they call it a rip and wrap, right? Makes sense. So, but I'm going to go 2.
I would no. That's generous in my opinion. This one's a dog shit one to me. I give this one a 1. Personally, I give this one a 1, and the reason is because like that reeling thing, it's not going to happen. I don't love this bait at all, to be honest with you. I have a bunch of them. I've thrown a bunch of them. I've caught fish with them.
I could see me like jigging it for yellow perch.
Yeah, right.
Like that's about all I can see myself.
Yeah, I don't love this bait. I mean, it's not awful, but it's not great. I mean, and
I'm not a fan. I've never caught a ton of fish on them. I've never had like a good day on them. I tried them out many times. It's just not a.
If it was that good, they wouldn't have made a new bait. Put it that way.
Or a couple. Did you ever fish the rattle and Rapala? It's another lipless crankbait.
I don't remember that one. Is that still even a thing?
I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, right here.
Oh, I remember that thing.
That actually wasn't bad.
I don't think I ever threw that one.
I used to have a few of those. I caught some fish on.
It was basically, it looked just like a rattle trap though.
Yeah, similar. Mm-hmm. A little different.
The thing I don't like about the rip and wrap is it's so top heavy. It's so nose heavy, and it fishes super deep.
Yes.
Like it fishes real. You can't fish it like you fish other baits on the list.
No, I totally agree.
Next one.
Rattle and wrap is the original. Yep. So next one, this is a big one.
Spro Aruku shad. I do like Spro.
This is a bad little bitch.
I do like my Spros.
So we have Essentials here, Rookie Shed Junior. Let's look at the Junior. What's a Junior? 60 and 65, which is 3/8 and a half. And 75 and 85, which is 5/8 and 1 ounce. So a Rookie Shed 75. Surprisingly enough, it's a 3/4 ounce bait. There's a reason they're in my box.
Is it 3/4? I thought it was 5/8.
5/8.
Okay.
So not quite 3/4, a little over a half ounce. So it's a 5/8 ounce bait.
Oh, yeah.
We've got 41 colors.
And Spro makes good.
Dustin says this is the one that got him back into Lipless this year.
Spro colors are good. Spro colors are really good.
So you got this wild shiner. Oh, gee. Nobody would ever throw that color, right? Oh, I don't have it. I thought I had one. Lot of colors available. You got Cellmate, which is a good color. You got your chrome black. You got your chrome shad. I got a couple of
chrome purple's kind of cool.
There's the chrome shad. One of the colors that I enjoy throwing in this bait. You got they even sell a clear if you want to paint them yourself. You got that Delta Chrome. I kind of like that with that. Well, it's got that gold and the red coming. Kind of like that. Got the gold
like
and the
the
red.
clown looking thing.
I call that the clown head.
You got
I
your
like
you
the
got your good
colors.
crawfish
The
color.
frozen perch is kind of a cool color.
You got your gold black. Got your gold black. I don't have any crawl colors in here. I need to replace them.
I do like these colors. The colors
Like,
are 5 to
I mean,
me.
look at that. Tons of colors. That Magic Tiger is pretty cool. You got that perch. That perch one's. That's a good color.
Scuba Steve,
Red
people
Tiger.
love these Spro crankbait or lipless cranks.
Because they work. They're reasonably priced.
$13.
$13.
Couple
So it's like
different sizes,
a 3
bunch
on
of
the
colors.
price, probably.
Yeah, I would say that's a 3. I think you have to get to like $15 to get to a 4, right? Do we
A
have
2,
a 4?
you mean?
Or a 2? Yeah, we don't really have. We have 1, 2. That was a Lucky Craft. That was $16. So that makes sense. So let's give it. I'm gonna go. It's a 3 on price.
I give it a 5 with the colors. and the
5 on
size.
colors. You have. You have 5 different sizes. You have 4 or 5 different sizes and 40 different colors. So, I would say that's a 5. Components, Spro, 5.
Yeah, fantastic.
100%.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Gamakatsu hooks, high quality Spro split rings. It's a 5.
The action apparently is phenomenal on these.
The action is amazing. They are fish catching machines. Is
4?
it? I would go 4 or 5. We can go 4.
It's still
up
in the
there.
green. It's still in the
wouldn't-
green.
I
This is our
wouldn't-
first one in the green.
Second one.
The red eye shad was in the green. I wouldn't go. I wouldn't say maybe. I think a 4 fits well. I wouldn't say the action is better than like a Excalibur or like a Booyah or a red eye shad, but I think it's as good or close to. I'm good. It's as good or close to it. So a 4 or a 5 for sure on that. And I can definitely see that being like like our top ranked. for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah. I was gonna ask, did we get to the Mega Bass yet?
We have not. We've got one more to go before that. For the Spro, anybody, like if you fish it, yo-yo it. It's one of the best yo-yoing baits as far as lipless. One of the best yo-yoing lipless that you can get. I've caught a ton of fish on Spro lipless. I only keep 6 of them. Like there's only ever 6 of them in my boat. But when I need them, they catch. Mm-hmm. I keep 3 colors. I keep silver, gold, and red.
So the Spro rated a 17, which is at the bottom of the green, isn't it?
No,
That's
towards
our
the top.
highest.
Is it towards the top?
Yeah,
Okay.
15, over 15 is green.
Okay.
So next on our list, we have the Yozuri 3DB Rattling Vibe. And this is one that I like and I have thrown quite a bit. And what interests me is they have a variety of colors that are matte finish.
Okay.
I like that.
So
And I don't think I've ever thrown anything Yozuri ever.
So if we go to the 3D Vibe Lipless,
Why is the bottom like serrated? That's kind of interesting.
it's just the plastic molding. So this is the 3D Vibe. This is the matte Fire Tiger.
It's got a decent price, $10.
They're $10. They're half ounce.
So 25,
You've got some
25.
matte brown crawl.
I like the crawl colors.
You got some prism crawfish. It's got, it's a red with like a foil interior, so you get some shine off of it.
They have good colors.
25 colors.
but only one size. Probably a 3.
I'll
Colors.
give it a 3. Yeah. Look at that. Like you have a matte pro blue, matte
Honestly,
sexy
I
sag.
really do think that only having one size really, really, really limits the bait.
I don't think it limits it as much. I don't
Half
think-
ounce is like that middle.
Yeah,
for
half
sure.
ounce is good.
half, I mean, 90% of the time I'm throwing a half ounce anyway.
Well,
Right.
honestly, if you're going any lower than probably half, maybe 3/8, I think you're getting into the mini traps at that point.
Yeah, a quart, like a quart. I mean, so these are all quarter ounce traps right here in this little box.
Oh,
right
really?
here. Yeah, I do throw a quarter ounce trap a lot. So a quarter ounce trap is not necessarily as small as you think it is. So
I would just think when the weight goes down
that's a
so
quarter.
low,
That's a
you're
quarter
gonna
ounce
go-
trap. That's a quarter ounce. And I can throw that on a bait caster.
That's quarter ounce?
Like 100 freaking yards.
That feels a lot heavier than a quarter
quarter
ounce.
I spend entirely too much money on this because nobody makes a good quarter ounce bait anymore. Quarter ounce trap. So I paid $20 a piece.
Jim says Yozuri has always had the best looking baits. They move from saltwater baits to fresh, and they're built very well.
Yeah, and I like how, like, it's not just like a.
Is it a
chrome.
JDM? Type? It's not JDM,
No,
but
they've
it's,
been around for a while, but
Yeah.
it is. I mean, it is a Japanese company.
yeah.
Like their chrome, like that Prism Sexy Shad. It's not just like a chrome. It's like a holographic foil inside the bait, so it's going to last. You know, you don't have to worry about that chrome peeling off, and it doesn't just reflect silver. You know, it gives that holographic reflection, which gives you a little more color. So I like that. I think that's pretty cool. So it's 25 colors. Let's go to our sheet here. It was what, $10?
Yes, it was $10.
So that's a 3.
3. Color size availability 3.
I'm definitely giving it a 3.
That's
I think
being
the
a
ones,
little generous.
well, here let me explain because of the uniqueness of the colors.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like you can get those colors really in any other bait, and they're good. Like nobody else really does that like foiled holographic type color on it.
Yozuri has good components.
Yeah,
3 to a
average.
4.
3.
The average. I mean, their hooks are good. They're not the best, but they're not bad. I would give them average. It's a good bait.
It's an average bait. It's going to be 3 across the board.
I would say 3 or 4 on action. Action's phenomenal on them, but I can see a 3 or a 4 on action.
Okay.
If we gave the Spro a 4, I'm going to give the Yuzuri a 3 as far as
Yeah,
action,
yeah.
just comparatively. So
Next is the one that I'm kind of looking forward to because it's my favorite brand.
let me.
Megabass Vibrate.
Actually, no. I think it's a 4, if I remember right on price.
$18.99.
That's like a 2.
So hold up.
Maybe
the
a 1.
Vibration X and
This
the
one's on
Ultra.
sale. This one's on clearance. And they don't
So
have
that's
some color.
only the 5/8 ounce, and then the other one is
Oh, that's kind of
how many?
a whole whopping 5 colors
And
Yeah.
at $18.99.
like 3 of them are good.
So sadly,
that.
this is going to rate a little bit lower than I would like it to, but I think it's a good looking.
I kind of like that. I mean, that's just gold. That's kind of interesting though. I do like
It's got
actually
a whole 5 colors.
I like that crawl color.
I'm surprised that Shimano doesn't have a flash boost.
So it's gonna be a 4 color size availability.
Price is like a 1.
What do we got? Yeah, is that gonna be a 1? I think that falls. It's $19. I think that still falls into the 1 range.
Yeah.
19, 20, 21.
Color size
availability, probably another 1.
Do we have
honestly.
I'm gonna give
maybe a 2 because there's 2 different variants.
I'll give it a 2 for price because it's not quite that. It's not over $20, but
and the one's on sale. 2.
1. Get 5
They
colors.
do
available.
have the other one, which is the 5/8, and then they have a half.
But they only have 5 colors.
Yeah. All right, yeah,
And
it's a 1.
and 3 of them suck.
Megabass, I'm stuck with Megabass on their stuff, man. Like, no, I wouldn't give it a 5.
I'll give them a 5.
I would give it a 4. Megabass hooks are good. They're real sticky. You will catch fish on them. You will also break hooks.
Yeah, fair enough.
They bend
I've
out.
broken so many hooks. Like when you get a hook and it's buried in a fish's lip.
Bob said it looks like a croaker. It does.
Kind of, yeah, it actually does
look like a
croaker.
When you use a Megabass bait and you're using the stock hooks on the bait and it gets buried in the fish's lip and you're trying to pull it out and you're using a pair of pliers, they break all the time. They just do. It's just.
Okay,
Me and
so we're
Miles-
gonna knock them down. It's good. They're good components, but they're a little too light wire to make it a 5.
Yeah.
It's not even the light wire. Like I've used light wire baits where like the wire will actually flex. They're brittle. They're brittle.
So it's a hardened
hooks.
steel.
It's a hardened steel hook. It
I
always
don't like
comes on Megabass.
I don't like Megabass hooks. Me and Miles did not win a tournament on Conowingo 2 years ago because of hook issues on the 110.
I don't know. I caught 26 pounds worth of largemouth.
You need to
on
change
stock.
out the hooks to like a Gamakatsu. I use the Megabass hooks until I break one, and then I will change them. But they're brittle hooks, and I don't know why.
I'm giving it a 3 on action because it looks like a croaker.
I mean, it probably does have decent action as a Megabass bait. Like they don't.
I've
make
never
junk.
had a Megabass bait. I've never seen a Megabass bait with a bad action.
Yeah, they don't make junk. There's no question about it. So I think a 3 is probably fair. It does have the 2 different hook size.
It has a number 6 hook in the back and a number 8 in the front.
That's kind of cool that they tell you the size of the hook.
That's kind of the opposite. It's kind of the opposite that most.
I'm sorry, 8 in the rear,
okay.
6 in the front. Sorry.
Well, usually there's a bigger one in the front. Makes sense. Megabass, most JDM baits are more finesse.
Oh, look right
fishing.
there. It
They
says
don't have a
upgrade
lot of
your
big
treble
fish over-
hooks. What does that mean?
It'll just take you to the treble hook page.
Ah.
They don't have a lot of big fish overseas like we have here. Oh no, they only have 22 pounders. Come on, Jim.
What's bigger, the fish in Lake Biwa or the fish in
I
Headwaters?
will agree. JDM does make a lot of baits like Megabass in them for more finesse fishing. You see
Well,
a
and they
lot
fish
of
a lot
that.
of they fish a lot of light line and stuff too. So
Yes, they do.
it's not like they're horsing them in. They don't have grass like
Yeah,
we do.
I can agree with that. I understand what Jim's saying. I can agree with that. They also have what is that? The market for those really, really tiny finesse baits and stuff like
The BFS stuff.
BFS. They do a lot of BFS stuff as well, which is awesome if you guys have never gotten into BFS fishing.
All right, so we limited this to like 20 baits. That's not the regular fish. I mean, they have a lot of big fish over there, man.
Lake Biwa.
They're just hard to catch because there's 5 million people trying to fish for them. So the last one that we have on our list is the Duo Realis Vibration. Duo makes fantastic baits.
Yeah, everything
Very
they make
very
is
high
good.
quality baits. Let's find the Duo here. So we have the Vibration 55, Vibration 65, and Vibration Nitro.
Scroll down a little bit. Oh, that works.
That's just one color on them. So I don't know what's going on with that one was 5/9.
That's interesting.
Might be a typo.
Then they have the G-Fix Vibration. That's tungsten. 1/2 and 3/4. So they got quite a variety of these. 3/7.
What the hell is up with the weights?
I love it. Looks like colors.
It's
so I'm gonna
Japanese.
I'm gonna go through. So 2 colors, 3 colors, and then the G-Fix vibration, 20 colors. So, and you get a 1/2 and 3/4 in that. So I think we can kind of base it on the G-Fix.
But they're different baits though, right?
All right. Typically the G-Fix is just it's the same bait, but the different weighting system.
Okay.
Or at least that's how it is with their spy baits.
Gotcha.
So let's look at these colors. They're definitely interesting.
I like those.
I don't hate that Omnicrawl root beer. That actually looks kind of good.
I love that. I've always loved that color from them. And the Red Tiger.
Red Tiger, Smoky Bone.
You got this ivory halo. You got that like.
They have good colors.
You got like that holographic with a little white on the back. You got your chrome.
These crawl colors are looking pretty good under here. The pumpkin crawl looks really good, but it's only available in 3/4. Damn it!
Look at that swamp crawl.
But only available in 3/4.
They have decent colors.
Decent colors, but I got to go 3.
Yeah, just because a lot of the good colors I'd noticed are only available in 3/4.
Like you have 20 colors, which I would say would put you at a 4, if we were just going on that. But the availability in some of the colors just isn't fantastic. So, or what was the price on that? I feel like they're kind of expensive.
I think it was 18.
Yeah,
$18. That's a 2.
Japanese
or
burger.
2.
And then color, we're giving that a 3.
It's gonna have good components on it.
Color 3, yeah. Components
Probably a 4.
very high. I'll go pretty high on the components.
Action. I'm gonna go with a 3 or a 4 on it.
I probably a
Duo Realist makes some good stuff.
They make some good stuff, but I have fished these before, and I feel like the action isn't that good. And I feel like if it was that good, you would see more people throwing it.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm going to give it a 3 on action. I mean, which still puts it mid, it's mid-tier. Mm-hmm. It's right there. So that's kind of the last one that we have. Did we miss anything? Is there anything that I missed when I was making this list up? Anything that you guys throw that we didn't cover here?
I definitely think we hit most of the big names, the big brands. There might be some JDM shit that we could have thrown in there, like the OSP from our buddy earlier who was throwing the OSP, but it's not available on Tackle Warehouse. We're kind of just using what's available on Tackle Warehouse. So, I mean, I think that's a pretty great list if you ask me.
Red Eye and Original Trap, several other 6 on the boat on $3 BPS traps. Money definitely doesn't buy fish.
you know what? The BPS trap is just a ripoff of probably a red eye shad or something.
I don't like anything BPS.
Yeah,
I'm just saying, it's probably a ripoff. It's probably decent.
kind of like that Guggen was a
Bass
straight
Pro-
ripoff
it's a
of
Bass
that.
Pro
Right,
shop.
and it's
Oh,
probably
that's
fine.
XPS that I'm thinking of.
Silent lipless crankbait. So we'll talk about. So let's go through. We'll go through the list here, and then I'm going to talk a little bit about when, where, and what to fish when it comes to lipless crankbaits, Jim. So I'm going to zoom out a little bit on this just so we can see. Can you pull the rankings back up?
I love the Stream Deck. It makes it so nice. I can do all this. I don't even need the mouse.
Let's see. Let me make that a little bit bigger. I just kind of want to see the whole list, just so we can kind of
shrink. We can shrink our camera down a little bit.
Really?
Click it until you see it outlined. There you go.
Perfect. All right. So it looks like we have a lot of stuff that landed in that middle tier, which is to be expected. You know, these are that middle tier. You're getting a good bait.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's a good bait that's going to catch fish. And then we end up with 2 tier 1, and I can't disagree. I can't really disagree with those. I really wish the Booyah could have made it up there, but that color availability killed it. You know, it just doesn't have enough colors available.
Basically, man, like, it gives you a good starting point of things to experiment with when you're out fishing. You know,
Yeah,
like
for sure.
you can take this list and look at this list and go, okay, like, I'll try this one and 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 figure out what you like, what you have confidence in, and what you think works for you. Just a good starting point. And then we give you a couple baits that you should absolutely not buy whatsoever.
Were we a little unfair with the Booyah for the components?
For the components, what is it, 3?
Mm-hmm.
No.
You don't think so? You don't think it's
No, I
worthy?
think. No, I don't think. I don't think the components are 4. I mean, it's tough. I mean, it's not the best hook. It's the same. It's kind of the same hook that comes on the rattle trap,
Let me see.
but it's got
something
better
really
split
quick
rings
here.
and stuff.
Would we give the rattle trap?
A 2.
Okay.
So I would give them slightly better components than like a Mustad triple grip rattle trap. But I don't think I can give it a 4 because it's not like they're not throwing. It's not going to be the same quality as like a Damiki hook or something like that. So I think it's fair. I think what just hurts it is the availability and the colors and the size. In the
Bob Schaefer goes, where did the original trap? The original trap fell in at 14.
hold on, we can sort.
It fell one spot out of tier 1. So it was one of the high tier 2s right with the Booyah.
It looks
hard
like
knocker.
Booyah uses Mustad hooks.
Yeah, I know.
Mustad Ultra Points.
They're not all. They might be ultra points. They're all right.
So
they're good.
Mustad is a who makes the Trocar hooks?
That's Eagle
Mustad is it Mustad
Claw.
Trocar hooks?
Eagle Claw.
Ooh.
Yeah, Eagle Claw makes Trocar.
I don't hate Trocar hooks.
Can I sort
They're
this
like
A to
fucking
Z?
gaffs. I don't like Trocar hooks. I would much rather use a freaking.
Their flipping hooks are like weirdly sized.
Much rather use an owner beast hook.
So if we want to see the ranking, which is what we were trying to get Tony to do the last week, for the
Right.
Yes.
chatterbaits, our number 1 ranked for, again, this is not fish catching. This is taking a lot of things into consideration, along with price, which is a big thing. If it was solely based on price, a jackhammer would be the only thing that would always be at the top, right? Or not on price, but on fish catching ability. Like it's going to be there, but the price is way up there, so that drags it down a little bit. So we have in our number 1 spot, we have the Spro Ruku Shad. Great lipless crankbait. Comes in a lot of good colors. Has Gamakatsu hooks. It's got great components. Little pricey, but $12. Not terrible. Overall, getting a 17. And our second tier 1 is the Stray King Red Eye Shad. $10, 70 some different colors. The components are junk, but the action is fire. So that gets sneaks it into the tier 1.
Yep.
We have a long list of tier 2. These are baits that are going to be good. They're going to catch fish for you, but there's just a little. Yeah, no. The triple grips suck. If they were Mustad Ultra Points, they wouldn't suck as bad. Sorry. Those triple grips that come on the rattle traps are terrible.
And that's why we rated the Booyah 1 higher, because according to that, it has the ultra points,
Right.
which is why it
It's
was
got
1 higher.
Slightly better hook. It does have the ultra point, and it has better split ring.
And yeah, the split rings hurt the rattle trap a lot.
We have 3 coming in at 14 with the rattle trap, the Lucky Craft LV series, and the Booyah Hard Knocker 1 knocker. Couple coming in at 13. The 6th Sense crankbaits scoring 13s, not bad. Going for 6th Sense. 6th Sense always has some unique colors, which I like. The Nomad scoring a 13.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very surprised at where the JDM baits landed in this category. They're just always so high ranking, and because of
The price
the
just drags
price
them down.
and some of the colors,
And the weights were weird too.
Yeah.
A lot of the weights were a lot heavier.
it just drug it down.
So we have the Jackal. Right? The Jackal is up there. The Jackal TN. Another fantastic lipless crankbait. That's a semi JDM, if you can call Jackal JDM. They're not really JDM, but kind of JDM.
It's pretty JDM.
I think it's pretty
It's
JDM.
definitely JDM.
I mean the company's Jackal America. So
They have
Yeah, but a lot of their soft plastics you can't get.
They
though.
have an American. Like they function.
You know what's
But
interesting?
so does Megabass.
Why is it that you can't buy any jackal baits from their site?
from Jackal site.
Yeah, you ever notice that?
Because they want you to buy it from the distributors.
Probably.
Yeah.
There's a lot of companies that are like that. They want you to buy them for like from their shops that sell them. Where are we at? The Rapala snare, new, came in 3s across the board, which makes sense. Like, you know,
and that could score higher later because it's brand new.
Yeah, it's new. You know, we could go out here and be like, dude, these, you know, I didn't lose a fish on these hooks. You know, I think these deserve a 4. Yeah, the action's great. You know, it's a 5.
They could always come out with better colors.
Yeah. You know, it could go up a couple of points. The Yozuri comes in at 12. The Duo comes in at a 12, despite it being very expensive.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, that's up there on the list for one of your JDM baits. The Bill Lewis Hammer Trap we have coming in at 11. Fair enough. I believe it could probably come in at a 12. I believe the Hammer Trap components are better than the regular Rattle Trap. We could probably give that a 3, bring it up a point. It's not changing anything drastically, but the Demiki Tremor. Why do we give that a 4 for price? Was that expensive?
We might have to double check on that.
No, it was like $10.
Must add triple grips.
If it was $10, it should be like a 3.
Back to 2.
Yeah, if it was
must add ultra points, you could have it could have a 3 or a 4. The Demiki Tremor. To make sure, just making sure we did that right. Demiki Tremor. Oh, no, it was $9. Okay, I thought it was more than that. The Berkeley Warpig and the Mega Bass coming in your tier 2,
sneaking into tier 2.
But price and the color and size availability is what kills it, and it's a JDM bait. So again, this is not. We're not ranking the quality of the bait. We're not saying that they're not good baits. It's just that we're trying to take all factors into account and kind of give you a fair, like, overall assessment of what you're getting for out of this bait. You know, what kind of value are you getting? So the Cordell Super Spot, despite being the lowest price and scoring a 5, only managed to gather 4 more points in the other categories and comes in at a 9.
Yep.
The Depths actually comes in at a 9 as well, because of the weight. It's only available in one size and limited colors, so it gives it a 1. And only being 3/4 ounce limits what you can do with it.
Yep.
So we did knock it down quite a bit on action because of that. And then price, it is the most expensive one on the list, so it only got a 1 there. And that's a lot of what brings that down is that price. You know, if it's an average price of 3, you know, it's right up here with the rest of it, you know, the rest of everything else. If it's a $15 bait instead of a $22 bait, it's right there with everything else. The Livingston Pro Ripper is hot garbage at a 9. The Rapala Rip and Wrap is hot garbage at a 9. And the Guggen Squad Clutch should not be in anyone's tackle box ever.
I'm going to say this, and you guys are going to want to hit me. There's just no way the action on that bait's a 1. It's a copy of a red eye shad. There's just no way
it's not
1.
a copy of red eye shad. It's a copy of a 6-inch snatch, an exact copy.
Okay, what do we rate the snatch at
Like
in
a
action?
3 or 4.
It doesn't mean Guggen copied it perfectly. It's Guggen.
No, they did. They found the company.
They weighted it the same. They put the same material in it, the same components.
So they did this with multiple 6-ounce baits at one time. Ben Milliken actually has a video cutting them open, and cutting the Guggen hard baits open.
Nothing I ever post on this show will put Guggen in a mid to a good tier.
So
ever.
what I'm saying is, here, just hear me out. They literally found the company that was making that made the molds for 6 cents and just bought their molds because they're a Chinese company and the Chinese company just didn't give a shit. They found a shady company that made the molds for 6 cents and they're like, oh, here you go, because you know that's what happened. That's why you see a lot of copied baits these days.
Can we really make it a 1 if it's the same as the snatch though?
I'll give it a 2.
Okay.
It's still shit.
Yeah.
It doesn't get a 3 because copied it off somebody else.
So that makes all of our dog shit baits 9 across the list.
So,
All 5 of them. And
The
most
only-
of the dog shit baits, except for the depths, had a decent price point, which is what made them any higher than a freaking 7 to a 6.
Yeah.
yeah, because they were cheap. So, with that being said, I think we had a good ranking there, and the two that came out on top are probably the two that belong there.
I mean, those are the ones that I'm going to buy at SQT tomorrow. SFT.
Yeah, right. I mean, a Ruku shad. I mean, I'm going to buy a couple of Ruku shads tomorrow. And the red eye shad, fantastic. I've caught a ton of fish on both of those. They're absolutely fantastic. I mean, I couldn't. I couldn't disagree with this at all. There's nothing I can disagree.
I'm gonna try out that one knocker though. That was and the new Rapala bait, the
knocker?
snare, the Booyah hard knocker.
The hard knocker or the one knocker?
Both probably.
The hard knocker is just a regular trap.
Okay.
Regular.
Yeah, I definitely want to give those a good look, and then the Rapala snare. I just handling those baits, they caught my attention. I'll probably grab a few of those, but the red eye shad, I mean, it's like the staple. Like if that's the 1-2 punch is. For me, the red eye shad, and then probably those
Funny,
other two.
I used to throw a red eye shad, like that was like the only lipless that I threw, probably 8 or 9 years ago, and like I rarely throw one now.
Really?
Even as much as I throw lipless crankbaits, I rarely throw one.
Well, it comes back to what you said about the confidence, you know.
Well, I mean, I have so much confidence in the baits that are in this box that, like, I know, like, based on conditions, like, I can look, like, I know watercolor, depth, whatever. Like, I know.
You got everything you need to match what you got to do.
Like, I know 100% that if they're going to eat a trap, like, I'm going to catch them on one of these.
Doesn't look like you have any bone colors in there.
I
It's
do
all
not throw
chrome, crawl, pro blue.
There's no pro blue in there. It's all chromes and crawls.
Yeah, what's chrome with blue?
Yeah. All chromes and crawls. Chrome, gold, and crawl. So let's talk about, Jim mentioned earlier. So let me go back up. He asked, do you throw any silent lipless crankbaits? No, I do not. If you're in an area that gets pounded by traps, you're in a popular Gunnersville, for example.
I tend to believe they're not very popular in Florida where he's fishing.
A lot of money spent in Florida on lipless crankbaits.
Around all the grass.
Are you talking about the silent ones though, or just in general?
Just silent. So silent, I would tend to throw a silent or a one knocker where when you start getting more pressure. When you start getting more pressure, that's when I would move to a one knocker and then even to a silent. I've heard people say on lakes like Gunnersville, like you can, like based on the pressure, first thing when that trap bite first fires off, you throw the loudest, most rattling trap that you got out there, and they just smoke it. And then about a week later, they won't touch it. Throw a one knocker. Then they start eating a one knocker. Then they won't touch a one knocker. Then you throw a silent one. You get a couple more days out of it. But one thing to remember with a trap bite, in a lot of places, it's a very short. It's not typically an all year thing. It's a cold water thing. It's an early spring thing. Early spring, winter. But your good trap bite really only lasts about a month. Like that's your good trap bite. You might get a month. You might only get 2 weeks out of it. But it's that pre-spawn bite. When those fish are feeding, they're feeding up right before that, like as they're moving up, before they're moving up. So you got a very, very small window typically. Sometimes, depending on conditions, sometimes you can catch them in the summer on a lipless. Sometimes you can catch them in the fall quite a bit. But mostly cold water. So I would say like typically you get November into December, like early December, and then like March into early May.
Fish will get used to sounds. That's why I throw all different shapes, colors, and sizes and sounds. So many people throw same thing, needs to stand out. I agree.
I both agree and disagree.
But that is like that would be one of the reasons why that we would throw a Strike King Thunder Cricket over a jackhammer.
Yeah, like I said, I agree and disagree to a point. I only disagree to a point because I think how you present the bait is more important than the bait that you present. If that makes sense.
Depends what they're keyed in on too. I've seen times where
to a point
Steve's thrown a Thunder Cricket and I've thrown a jackhammer. We're hitting the same spots. We're pretty much reeling in the same
but there could be one
cadence, and he's out fishing me on a Thunder Cricket compared to a jackhammer. And why do I think that is? I truly do think that you're giving off a different vibration. You're giving off a different sound, and it's different than what they're used to. Because everybody that fishes around there is throwing a jackhammer.
Could be a different. You could be right. It could be a different vibration. Could be a different sound. Are you throwing the same gear,
color?
Are you throwing the same gear ratio? Are you actually reeling the same speed? Is he imparting any kind of action onto it?
Right.
You know, that's the what ifs about fishing, right? You know, it can be
just
like,
well,
what if it's
simple.
What if it's a different vibration? What if it? Throw what you have confidence in.
Yeah.
If you have confidence in a jackhammer,
throw the jackhammer. It's worth trying different things though. Like I've seen it so many times where you can throw a Thunder Cricket doing the same exact like I'll throw a jackhammer, nothing's happening. I'll swap to a Thunder Cricket and I'll start catching them. I'm casting at the same, I'm reeling at the same. It just has something different than they're looking for. Sometimes fish will key in on very, very small things that you might not think about, but it means something to them for some reason.
So I'll go another example, contradicting your example. So I'm fishing with my buddy Mac. We're fishing the gunpowder, and I am smoking them on a spinnerbait. And he's throwing a spinnerbait behind me, and he is not catching fish, and he is convinced that it's because I am throwing a different spinnerbait than he is throwing. I set my rod down, said, "Give me your rod," made one cast and caught a 4-pounder on his spinnerbait on his rod.
Did you repeat that?
I caught 2 more on his rod and then handed it back to him.
Okay.
He was probably really happy about that.
It's like there is coincidence and then there's pattern.
But it all has to do with like subtle things that I'm doing different. Essentially, is what it was, and it had to do with what I was doing with my rod while I was reeling. It wasn't, I was imparting a little bit different action than what he was because my rod was held slightly higher than his, so my spinnerbait wasn't running quite as, it gets complicated.
Well, and sometimes too, like the mood that fish are in.
But if you're just
they want to eat it the first time they see it, and if they see it twice, they're not going to eat it the second time too. Like that's a thing. Like people, and I don't disagree with you. I think what you're saying is correct in that, like, yes, sometimes it's the action, it's the way you're fishing it. But sometimes, like, fish are going to eat it the first time they see it, and if you don't catch that fish, they're definitely not eating the second spinnerbait they see.
Yeah, Jim says, "See, we have so much pressure on a limited amount of fishable water. Every little difference does make a huge advantage. It's like having a tournament every day, all day. It's just packed."
It's worse than having a tournament because I know how much pressure those those lakes aren't that big.
We know how much pressure the local water is
and it's
to us here.
It's
crazy.
It's nothing compared to what Jim's lakes see.
Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah,
yeah.
That's
people are traveling from all over the United States to fish headwaters.
We talk about. It's funny that we talk about the pressure around here and like guys around here. The old heads talk about.
There's a shitload of pressure around here.
Hold on, I'm getting there. Guys are talking about, oh, well, these guys come from Pennsylvania and Jersey, and they come down and they pressure our fish. There are 2,000 boats worth of tournaments going out of Guntersville every day of the week. Tournaments.
Yeah.
2,000. Not just on weekends, like every day of the week.
Right.
Like they have tournaments on I think they have Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday tournaments. 5 days a week and multiple tournaments that have 100 to 200 boats There's 6 or 7 of them going on at any time. It's funny. I just find it funny because when the guys around here talk about, oh, this place gets so much pressure, and then like you look at like some actual like big bass lakes, like what are considered big bass lakes, like Rayburn and Toledo Bend, and granted they're much, they're bigger bodies of water, so it can handle it a little better. But like we don't really know pressure in Maryland. Bass fishing's not as big in Maryland as
in the South, yeah.
The group of bass fishermen in Maryland perceives it to be, is kind of what I feel.
Yeah, it's localized though. Like, the pressure overall in Maryland is nothing compared. I mean, the Bay gets pressure, the Potomac gets pressure, but like Conowingo, even recently, has a lot more fishing, but it's not getting a crazy amount of pressure.
No. I mean, when you can go up there, if you can go to your body of water in the middle of the week and the parking lot is not full, you don't get a ton of pressure.
Hell, you can go to Conowingo on a day there's not an open, and you're probably one of 3 boats in the fucking lot.
You can go to Conowingo on a Saturday, and there's no boats there.
If there's not an open, I mean, you're by yourself. That's one of the reasons I like that place so much, is I pretty much have the lake to myself most of the time.
I think it has to do with size as well. Like when we're going to talk about the GP.
Well, because Gunnerville's huge.
Like the GP is tiny, but it receives a lot of pressure because it's a good fishery.
Yeah, for sure.
What's wrong with him?
He is all like hunched up.
Has he got something up his ass?
Is he constipated?
Maybe he's just excited. Did he poop outside?
He's definitely trying to hide his boner right now.
Don't hide it, bro. Be proud of it.
Oh, he's got a piece of shit hanging out of his butt.
Oh dear.
It's like
pull that out of his butt.
It's just a little dingleberry. It's not that bad. It's like a hair. He's got like a hair hanging out of his butt with like a dingleberry.
He's probably like, fuck.
That's gross. But yeah, no, for sure, it's small and it does get a lot of pressure, but it's fine. I as far as the pressure goes, I wish they would have tournaments out of places other than the Northeast. If they had tournaments out of places other than the Northeast, the Bay would be fine.
Yeah. The problem is the other places. I mean, like really the only other, if you south of the flats, I mean,
nobody will drive. That's the problem.
There's that, but there's the only 2 places really south of the flats where you can have any sizable tournaments: Flying Point and Dundee. Yep. And nobody wants to fish there.
Well, no, because everybody wants to fish. Everybody only wants to fish the flats, and they don't want to. They don't want to have to run when they can just. They're lazy. They just want to fish in the Northeast where they're close to everything and they know everything.
Right.
Like Delaware has all of their tournaments out of Turner's. Mm-hmm. So which is good, which is great because that moves some of those fish that got transplanted to the Northeast back to the SAS. So that helps spread them out a little bit, but you're talking about four or 5 tournaments a year for Delaware compared to 2 a weekend, out of the Northeast. So it makes it tough. That's the only thing I wish we had is a little more. So, but talking a little more, I just want to touch a little more on traps,
gear,
and I wanted to talk about gear a little bit. I am a moderate, just like any other crankbait. I throw a moderate action.
Medium or medium heavy?
7.3, medium heavy, moderate. I sometimes a heavy moderate. Like I'll throw it on a heavy moderate. I'll throw it on my chatterbait rod, which is a heavy moderate. If I'm not throwing a chatterbait, interestingly enough, 5,000 fishable and throw 150 to 200 boats.
You have 10,000 acres, but only 5,000 fishable. Like what? Is it just because it's clogged up with grass? Is it too shallow?
It's like cut off. Right. I think they restrict part of it, if I remember right. So they restrict part of it to like kayak only. If
you're looking at headwaters, like the southern part of headwaters, after you go down the 45 cut is like a fucking jungle. I mean, it's an effort. Like to get to the southernmost part of headwaters will take you every bit of 3-4 hours. And then you got to fish, and then, yeah.
So flats, mud, super shallow. Gotcha.
So, anyway, talking about gear. So I'm one of the one of the things that I think is important for a trap is the reel. And you don't want to go, for me, I don't want to go with too high of a speed reel. I try to keep it in the middle. Like, I want something that can still take up a lot of line when I'm yo-yoing. Like, because I need to take up that, I might need to take up that slack quick. But I also want something that I can slow roll on those days where, because that's sometimes that's the ticket, is just creeping it along the bottom. And as that nose is hitting those rocks on the bottom, it shakes and makes that noise. I've done especially well with doing that in the fall, just crawling that thing across the bottom like super super slow. So you want to have something a little medium. I wouldn't go over a 7.1. I prefer a 6.3.
I
was gonna say 6.5.
I'm the type of person, I'm not gonna lie, I like a 6.3 to a 6.5. Like, I know it's not ideal for everything, but like, I like a 6.3 to a 6.5 for most
Me too.
baits for everything, because I feel like you can go slower, you can go faster. When you get into those higher gear ratios, it's like it's harder to keep track of like how fast you're going and stuff. I feel like it's just such a good happy medium with a 6.3 to a 6.5.
Anything I'm throwing moving baits on is usually like a 6.3, 6.5.
Now, yeah, if I'm throwing a jig or something like that, then yeah, I'll go up into a much faster speed. But
yeah, I usually do like a 7 to 8, either a 7.1 or an 8.1 for anything
like
flipping,
like
anything
a frog
flipping
as well. But
frogging,
anything other than that, honestly, like,
if it's a moving bait, it's a 6.3 or 6.5.
what baits do you have where you would throw anything that's like a 5 to 3?
Deep crankbaits.
Deep cranks.
Yeah, like 10XD. Because they will, it feels like, it literally feels like you're trying to reel in an anchor.
Yeah.
Right.
I actually go with a 5.3 to 1, anything over 10 foot, just because I can keep it slowing down. I can keep the normal cranking speed.
Depends
but
on
the
what it
bait
is.
seems to move at the right speed. Because I throw the rock crawler like crazy.
Like if it's a rock crawler, like I throw a rock crawler 6.3. If it's like a 5XD, like that, I'm throwing that on a 5 because to me it's more of like I don't want my forearm to hurt when I get done fishing, and trying to crank like a 5.6 8XD on a 6.5 to 1 will give you like Popeye forearms.
I'm so used to that from throwing big glide baits every single day, all the time.
Yeah, but you're like big glide baits don't have like that much resistance.
They
like,
have a
reeling
lot
them
more
in.
resistance than your normal baits you're throwing, though.
Yeah,
Not quite as much as the freaking 14-foot diver, but
that's all. Just 14. Those are little crankbaits. I'll
I
throw
don't
those.
know.
On
I don't know where else you're throwing anything over 14 foot around here.
I've caught fish
other
on.
than Susquehanna.
I've caught fish on a 10XD in Conowingo.
I've never caught them that deep. Well, I have, but just not on crankbaits.
That's a 25. That's a 22.
The
to
10XD is what, a 10-foot diver?
22 to 25.
Oh yeah.
It's also this big with.
Yeah, it's a monster. You almost have to have a
the
dedicated
lips this
rod
wide.
for it. Like you got to have like a 7-Eleven heavy moderate,
Oh my god!
or even like an extra heavy
Dude,
moderate.
It's hard
pulls.
to like
It
it's
pulls
like,
so hard.
those
I
fish are gonna
own
get
one.
bypassed. We're not even
You
gonna
make
get
it.
fish for that. It's like,
I swear you'll make like. I have to make like 5 casts with it and then put it down and throw something else for like half an hour and then I can pick it up and make 5 more casts with it.
see, that's wild, Jim. Like, how does that work with the glide baits and everything? Because I also like to use a reel where like obviously a 7 to 1 is going to be more sensitive in how you make a glide bait work, but I just like using a 6.3 to like a 6.5 for most of my baits because I can control wider glides, make it more choppy if I need to. I think it's a good.
Oh, I couldn't tell if that was a beer or
I went like this.
a Zimbabwe.
Not like this.
That's beer too. He wants one of those and a beer.
You want a beer?
No, I'm good. I got.
Yeah, we're getting ready to wrap up anyway.
Yep, we are. Matt Downs in the house. We got to get with Matt.
We do have to
I
get with
definitely want to get Matt back on the show. Talk about some of
Thank you.
his recent builds that he's got going on here. That one that he's got, I can't remember. I think it was purple. I just commented on it the other day, and I'm like brain farting on it, dude. It looks sick. Looks real clean. Definitely want to see some more of it. I think it's a reservoir rig he's building up.
Yeah, I saw some pictures the other day.
Yeah.
I didn't get a chance to really look at it. I wish I did. I like looking at Matt's builds. His builds are always sick.
Yeah, his builds are like
absolutely.
it's art. It's artistic. Everything that he does.
So
AR, not AU. Big difference there.
what didn't we have a?
Do we have
So you're gonna be out of town next week, right?
I'll be out of town next week. Yeah.
Didn't we plan something to do for next week? Didn't we have an idea?
was it rods?
I mean, I'll just give one of you guys the key. You can come in here and do whatever you want.
We're gonna have to reconvene on that because I know we talked about doing the same thing with rods, but I don't
No,
remember if it was
because we
next week.
talked about not doing this 3 weeks in a row.
Yes.
Wasn't it having like a pro on or something?
No.
No. We don't have a pro setup.
Oh, the sewage spill.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, that's a good topic for next week.
Yeah, we got to
Talk
talk
about
about that.
We got to talk to Thomas.
Potomac's going to be shitty.
Purple.
You guys can come in here and get with Thomas, and then run it with Thomas.
Yes,
It is purple.
Purple.
It's really
Purple
clean.
rain.
It looks good. It's I look at the work you do, and I'm just like, God damn, man! Like, it'd be insane if you like had your own design out there. I can't even imagine. You know, it'd just be. It'd be.
I really
tense.
liked what he
It'd be
did with
so
that
tense.
Ranger, man. With the
Oh,
custom
yeah,
decklets,
yeah,
that was
yeah.
sick.
That was for like a professional baseball player or something that he did that for.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was really cool. I remember seeing that. I was like, man, that is fucking nice.
He did it was that red.
Yeah, it looked
yeah.
really good.
Yeah, that
Looked
was
really good.
sick. It was another sick build.
Well, I think that's about it. I think we're coming in right around 9:30. So we appreciate you guys joining us and sticking with us through the whole episode and ranking these lipless crankbaits. Let us know. Hit us up. Post on our page. What should we rank next? We're going to do rods at some point. That's going to be a fun one. But we're going to, I kind of like this format. It's we get to talk about a lot of things. I think spinnerbaits probably happen in the future. And then, probably, like I said, some rods, and then the Potomac sewage spill we're going to talk about. But we got a lot of good stuff coming in. It doesn't feel like it, but springtime is just around the corner. March 1st is just a few weeks away. March 1st is when I get back into fishing mode, and it's time to rock and roll. So.
Guys, we'll be at Susquehanna Fishing. We'll be at Susquehanna Fishing Tackle tomorrow morning. Come hang out with us.
Well, they
Let's
will.
Go,
I got to work.
Let's
Yeah,
go
me
watch some
and-
of the
me and
small.
Chad going
I think it's the
Smallmouth Saturday.
Dude, I
Smallmouth
miss it
Saturday.
every year.
We go every year.
So there's some-
Tony doesn't. He
I
can't.
miss it every year. It's
There's
horrible.
they have some good giveaways. They have some good seminars. Dustin Demarion is going to be there.
Is Dustin Crow going to be there?
Probably.
I take lessons from that guy.
George Acord, will be doing some seminars. Corbin Galtwell, guide on the Susquehanna, doing the first seminar in the morning. Good deal. They're gonna have some good deals in the store, so make sure you stop in and see those guys. It's always a good time.
Me and Paul and Tom Over, we're going to be at Susquehanna Fishing Tackle tomorrow morning. Dustin, get up, drive to Susquehanna Fishing Tackle.
He said no.
I don't want to hear that shit.
I don't like this
Anyways,
negativity.
Yeah, I gotta bring you your baits, dude. Meet us up there so I can give you your Bass Munitions baits, because Dustin was the winner of the guest of tonight's
Right
episode.
here.
Here they are. So anyways, guys, thank you guys for joining. We will see you guys. Well, I won't see you guys next week.
But
I
me
think
and Tony
these
might.
guys. We'll see you guys next week
If not, we'll see you the week after.
on Bass and Beer Radio. Everybody have a good night.